Kings of Leon, California Waiting. Steve, the public have been waiting for us to return.
Well, that's true enough.
All right?
Yeah.
They had the best of
last
last
week.
week.
Was a joy.
They had Camfield and us without Carl the week before. But it's been a while since we've all been together. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me is Steve Merchant. And over there, with his little sunburnty, baldy head, little Karl Pilkington.
Hey.
All right?
Yeah. That wasn't Steve slapping me head then, by the way.
No, that was just him clapping, like Steve Wright in the afternoon.
It's a great show.
Because it is a good show.
Yeah.
He's so pleased that we're a posse.
Yeah.
And we're all back together. 3 holidays Carl's had last year.
Yeah.
I'd love to have 3 holidays. You've got to start putting the work in
I
there.
had 2 holidays then.
No, you had 3 holidays. You went away with Suzanne and her parents.
Yeah, well, that doesn't count.
It does count. If you book 2 weeks off the firm and you go away and you go, how was your holiday? Go, well, I didn't really count. It wasn't a really good holiday. Can I have them days back, please? My New Year's resolution is to be nicer to you. But
well done, you've already broken that.
No, but talk sense. Talk sense. You've had 3 holidays this year. And I'm just saying, you're in your 30s now, and 30s is when you should be really putting the work in.
That's true enough.
To reap the benefits in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 100.
Carl, what's your New Year resolution? What about think before you speak? It's worth.
See, I'm allowed to laugh. I'm allowed to laugh at things other people say, Carl. That one, that is a good suggestion. How was your holiday, Carl?
It was all right.
Right, brilliant.
But that I don't see on the ratio of good to bad in Carl's mind. That might be amazing because we never
It might be amazing,
see the
mightn't
places
it?
of anything.
I'll tell you what. Can we have a cracking little tune and then come back and hear about Carl's holiday?
I'd love to do that.
Let's keep it tight. Love to Tear Us Apart by Joy Division. Now, I can't put my finger on it, but that doesn't sound like the original. And it's off a compilation. It sounded a bit fast. I think the vocal was slightly different. If anyone can, put me out of misery, I think it might be in a session of the time or something.
Carl, is it a New Year resolution for you? Another one. Maybe when we ask you to get a song, get the original single version.
I could be
and
wrong,
not some
but
obscure session.
Yeah, it does seem different, doesn't it?
Very odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we just remember it wrongly. But anyway, that's XFM for you. 104.9, I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant. Karl Pilkington. Carl, you went to Lanzarote.
Yeah.
People said don't go to Lanzarote. They told you it was Lanzarote. They told you, were they right or wrong?
They were right, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's a bit ropey, yeah.
Is it? Why?
Just out there. If it wasn't for the volcano they had, it'd been knackered.
That's their big draw, is it?
That's it, basically. That's all they've got going for them.
When you landed, was it really hot? Were you quite excited? You were thinking this is okay?
It was warm. It's we can't complain about the weather. The weather was all right.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's what I went for. But it'd be nice if there just was something else.
Yeah.
What did you do all day then? Did you read your ritual book?
No, I didn't read that. I read that book. Do you know the book that I bought and all the chapters were messed up?
Oh, yeah.
I bought a better version of that.
All right.
And I read that.
Excellent.
And then...
Did it make more sense in order?
Yeah, a lot easier to follow.
Yeah.
And then we went and had a look at the volcanoes and that. They've got 36 of them to look at.
How many did you look at before you realised that pretty much, you've seen one volcano, you've seen them all?
Probably about 6 or 7.
Really? Yeah. And then when you got to the 8th, you thought, now I know what this is going to be, Suzanne. This is going to be like a mountain with a hole in the top.
Yeah.
Really?
But it happened years ago as well. It's like, just keep a couple, fill the rest in, tidy it up.
Fill the rest in!
Yeah, no,
Well, getting some builders.
No, seriously though.
Okay, 4 million tons of concrete, please.
They're an absolute death trap.
Yeah, what do you mean fill them in? Do you know what a volcano is?
It's just a hole, isn't it? That's happened.
Well, it's more than the hole. It's more a portal to the magma in the centre of the earth.
Back in 1730 it happened, and they still haven't sorted it out.
Well, when you say it happened, volcanoes were made a lot longer ago than 1730.
No, but the one that did Lanzarote in.
Right.
Sort it out.
What would you suggest?
Well,
How can
tidy
they
up.
fill it in? It's joined. It's all joined.
No, but what I'm saying is,
the big plates of the earth are all joined.
It
All
was
the
a disaster,
magma's
wasn't it?
joined.
With the trade centre thing, that happened. They cleaned it up, sorted it out, they've moved on. That's what I'm saying. Whereas Lanzarote have just gone, leave it. It happened back in 1730.
You misunderstand me. How, in the name of God, can you fill in a volcano? You ignorant twit.
No, but it's not just the holes. They've actually left the lava everywhere. That's what I mean. It's not just the big holes. There's lava everywhere.
But it's molten rock. They can't just pick it up like they're like a carpet.
Put it in the holes. The holes are there ready. Just push it all in. That's what I'm saying.
What exactly is there then? Is it just a kind of moon-like kind of surround with just kind of dust and rock?
That's exactly what you see. I was there when the Mars thing went wrong.
Yeah.
I would have just sent a camera crew there, filmed a bit of that, right, and say, here we are. This is it. Ignore the little coffee shop in the background. Right? This is Mars, because that's where it's like just loads of dust. Holes everywhere. Tidy it up.
Little round-headed aliens complaining.
Whinging.
Just like Mars.
Yeah.
So is there what's the best bit about the holiday? Come on, pretend you're Judith Chalmers.
I have been doing. I would have done all. I would have said that. Don't bother.
Right.
I mean, the hotel was good.
Yeah?
That was all right.
What was that like?
It's all right. Just, clean. That's all you want, isn't it?
See, that's not quite what Judith Chalmers does. She doesn't go, what's the hotel like? All right, yeah, clean, isn't it? All right. What was it like? What was it? 3-star, 4-star? Did it have a swimming pool? What was the room like?
I had a swimming pool and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I think it was one of the better ones on the island.
Okay.
Nightlife?
Wasn't really any. There was a bar, there was some bands playing.
Yeah.
Not very good. Food got a bit boring.
Yeah.
It was always the same food every night, but they sort of themed it and made out as if it was different. So, like, on Mexican night, it'd be chicken with a nacho on it.
Right.
And Chinese night, sort of chicken with a little prawn cracker on it and stuff.
Sure.
But that got a bit boring.
That's me just turning on my phone because I want to read to you a text that I got from Karl. I think you sort of sum up the holiday in this text, don't you? Do you remember it?
I can't remember.
Let's have a look. Let's have a little look.
Instantly, what did Suzanne, your girlfriend, make of it? Similar view to you, that they should fill in the holes? Yeah,
it's just that thing, you see, I went on a coach trip, right? And you go and see the volcanoes. Like I say, there's 36 of them.
Yeah.
Which, how many do you need? And when we're on the coach going round all these volcanoes, the fella on the front's going and look out your left window at the moment, and there's a volcano. And if you quickly look out at the right-hand side there, there's another one.
Right.
And on the left, there's just like, all right, we've seen it.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that trip, we'll talk about that trip in a bit.
Right, this is the text I got from Karl, right? All right. Been up to a volcano. Been in some dead artist's house who built his house in the lava. They said they would show me science with volcanoes, but all they did was chuck some water in a hole and it shot up in the air. No dwarves in the canteen, no scousers here, but there is a Swede woman with a big head. She looks effing gormless with a cap on. All right? So a little reference there to...
A Swede woman?
What's that mean? Do you mean Swedish?
Yeah.
Or she looked like a vegetable?
No, a Swedish woman. But they've all got sort of quite big bill, aren't they?
And I sent him a text. Oh, well, it's just good to be on holiday because, I'm working. He sent back, so am I. Just been watching Sky News. There is a school for monkeys who want to get a band together.
Is that monkey news for later?
Oh My Corazon by Tim Burgess. I can't get enough of that. I love that chorus on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant and little Karl Pilkington. But it was a nice holiday.
Yeah, it's all right. It's just, I went there to relax and that.
Exactly.
Did a little bit of that. Trying to think of some new, features and stuff.
Sure, always working. 3 holidays a year, Jesus.
Oh, well, not really 3. Oh, 2.
It's all one big sort of like work thing to me and Steve.
2 holidays, isn't it? Work hard, you need the holidays. So, yeah, the things that annoyed me was like, you get bored, sat around the pool after a couple of days. I'd read my book.
Yeah.
There wasn't much going on the
Not even any crabs to throw sand at, was there?
No crabs or anything. They wouldn't bother with Lanzarote, right? So decided to go on a little trip. That's when I saw the volcanoes and that, 36 of them. So we go on the trip, And the thing that annoys me, it does happen every holiday that you go on. If you go on a sort of a package thing, they have these trips, right? And you pay about 40 odd quid and they give you some wine to sort of make it feel like you're getting your money's worth. But
how many of these trips have you been on then? Loads.
Probably about 12.
More holidays than I've had. Go on.
So anyway, so you're on the coach, right? And they take you for the Volcanoes. They took us in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right. There's nothing else round there.
Sure.
It's like I say, it's like Mars, but with holes in the ground.
Yeah.
Right. And they sort of drop you off, and they go, right, everybody, see you back here in an hour. There's loads of volcanoes for you to look at, and a coffee shop over there. And you know for a fact, right, you don't need an hour there. You could just say, well, just keep the engine running because I'll have a look in this hole, we'll get back on, give us 5 minutes. Don't need an hour.
Absolutely.
But you know that they've got something going.
It's a backhander, definitely.
What, with the coffee shop?
Definitely, yeah. They go there and they get everyone to have an ice cream and a coffee, and they sit down, have a fag, talking to the bloke. Yeah, and it's like, cousin. Yeah.
How much was the coffee? Was it
probably about €3 each euro, so I think it was $3.50.
Sure. Yeah,
which is, I don't know, what, that's about £2.5.
Yeah, they stitched you up. Well, I remember we were on as a family trip to France once. We went to Paris. We got a coach coming back from Paris to one of the ferries, one of the ports, Calais or wherever it was. Coach trip. That's quite a long coach trip. And at one point we were thinking, we're on the motorway, this is fine, we're making good progress. Suddenly we came off the motorway. We must have gone like 40 minutes out of our way, end up in this street, completely empty, little French town. And it's pulled up outside this, what appears to be a restaurant. And a guy jumps on, dressed like a Butlins red coat. He's French, but he's putting on a kind of English accent. He goes, hello, thank you very much, top of the morning, good morning, hello, come in, we've got food, drink, go upstairs, we've got rooms if you want to have a rest, or play around, no, it's up to you. And we all had to funnel off this thing into this restaurant, and this one family went, well, we don't want to go in the restaurant, we brought sandwiches, we just want to get to the port, we're not interested. And they said, well, you've got to come in the restaurant. And well, we don't want to come in the restaurant. So the guy said, well, I'll have to lock you in the coach. So this family were locked in the coach while we all traipsed off in, and I could just look, but I looked back and just saw this little kid with his face pressed up against the glass. Take me with you. I want to go in the restaurant. They were just stuck in there. Absolutely livid, as you would be.
But that's definitely a backhander.
But we went inside, and it was extraordinary, because initially you had to pass through a souvenir shop to get into the restaurant.
Perfect.
And it was catered entirely to English tourists. So there was like pictures of the Queen and Prince Charles on the wall. It was done out in a kind of mock Tudor style. It's absolutely extraordinary. I mean, it was so bizarre because it was so out of the way. Did that come before the coach sort of scam, or did the coach guy, he knows it? Is it a brother of his? I don't know how those things come about. But
I know that is
that going on in this country with French and German tourists?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Is it?
Yeah, they say, I'm sure people say, look, if you bring 30 people to this restaurant, I'll see you all right. It wouldn't it? If you got your favourites, because you don't have to. The coach driver's pretty much God on those things, because those people don't know where they're going anyway. Yeah,
but at least here, there's other stuff around. You don't really get that in the middle of nowhere situation in this country.
Well, not really. Not if you're going from London to Manchester. You could stop off anywhere. They don't know where they are. There's places with nothing to do or see. It's that those attractions. There's loads of in America, but there's a few here, like Sheep World, and you go out to Gloucester, and there's a town. It's got the biggest cotton reel in the world, and that's it. It's a tourist shop, a big cotton reel, and some bloke at the gate going, it's £1 to see it. There it is. All right.
I went to I know it's quite a big. I went to a Shire horse centre once.
Yeah.
But when did Shire horses become so popular that they got their own theme parks?
Well, I think there's a museum for everything.
Yeah, possibly so.
I mean, I don't think you could think of somewhere that didn't have a museum somewhere in Britain, because obviously museums start off sometimes by fans.
But did people keep coming around and going, I hear you got a Shire horse, I'd love to see it?
Yeah.
Well, I can't. People coming all the time to see my Shire horse.
You should get another one, because I'd pay double for those two.
I'd pay good money to see your Shire horses.
Yeah.
Shire horses. Have you seen them? They don't do anything. They're not like monkeys.
They're
just
not like monkeys,
elegant creatures. But you look at them in a picture or look at them in real life, pretty much the same thing. They're not doing anything.
If they could train a Shire horse to swing on a rope and masturbate,
exactly.
I'd pay double.
You pay good money.
I'd pay double for that.
Yeah.
There's a museum in Italy when we went there a couple of years back. Suzanne had one of those little guide things. Museum there just for spaghetti.
Yeah.
I mean, we opened a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it interesting spaghetti? Spaghetti in different shapes?
Don't know, didn't go. I went to see a big hole in the ground.
Sure.
Can't get enough of them.
Well, but out of 10 then, what would you give it out of 10? All in all, food, location,
Right.
relaxation, enjoyment.
Yeah, that's 6.
Okay, brilliant.
6, yeah.
Next week, where are you going next week? You're not on holiday next week?
Going
Cool.
away with Suzanne's mum and dad again.
5 holidays.
Been roped
Play a
into
record.
that.
You've got to put some work in. You're in your 30s now. You've got to knuckle down. Star Sailor, Silence is Easy on XFM 104.9. Now, we've got a few ads coming up, which is we'll be loving that. It tells you what to buy and when to get it and everything, which is a sort of information service. But after that, a welcome return by popular demand of Rockbusters.
What do you mean by popular demand?
Well, one person said to Carl, I used to like that, so he went away and started on it.
Sure, brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. Get a paper and pen ready.
Yeah.
Turing Breaks, Mind Over Money, XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, little Karl Pilkington.
Yeah. A couple of emails. Different people have visited various tourist attractions.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see who's this from. I'm not quite sure. But thanks very much indeed for it. So there's a link here. It's apparently in Devon. Barometer World.
Brilliant.
It's the world of barometers. It was established in 1979. And
By one bloke who had a lot and thought, I can charge a quid for this, definitely.
Here's the
Out of his own house, probably converted back scuttle.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not a euphemism for a sexual act.
But look at the webpage here, Rick. There's a picture of a beautiful barometer being held by a beautiful lady.
Lovely. Who's definitely his daughter.
Yes,
definitely. Come on, Kathy. Oh, that. Dad, no. Come on. Undo your top a little bit. Dad, definitely made to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
that slight look of I hope no one I know sees. Just check out Barometer World.
Barometer World.
Yeah, that's available. If you want to check that out, www.barometerworld.com. That's
Now,
all the
barometers. Do they work?
they're to do with checking. Is it the air pressure?
Well, everything. But I think that's what it's based on, isn't it? Sort of low and high pressure, so it's going to rain. It's not going to rain.
Yeah.
Or going to be windy, but I wonder how accurate they are.
I think in the days before satellite sort of weather surveillance systems, probably essential.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
as essential as hanging some seaweed out by the back door.
Probably.
I think it's probably similar. I think it's the same one as holding a needle and thread over a pregnant woman. If it goes clockwise, it'd be a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about a barometer is how far into the future can it predict?
Exactly. How do you know?
If it's a case of you may as well stick your head out the window to see if it's raining.
Exactly. This barometer goes, oh, it'll be windy and rainy. When? The barometer goes soonish.
Yeah.
So I can't say, but it will, well, within the 7 days.
I don't want to be specific because you'll have me.
Yeah,
you'll
yeah. I don't. But I mean, I'm just a barometer. I'm not really a weather person.
Reanalyse the information.
Yeah, brilliant.
What's in there? What's happening in there? What chemicals are being affected? How does it work?
I don't know. I assume it's probably something.
Wait a minute, let me email Barometer World.
What could it be?
It could be quite interesting.
It could be mercury that's based on a sort of temperature. It goes up with. Oh no, it's not temperature, is it? Barometer. It's pressure. So. It's probably just very fine. It's like a fine, very, very fine needle, isn't it?
This is almost as embarrassing as last time we were on. We couldn't figure out what the name of the leader of China was. Was it the King of China? The Prince of China?
Oh, this is where we were trying to imagine what it'd be like if all the Chinese people at once jumped up and down and made a big tidal wave.
But if you do know what the name of the leader of China is, we don't mean the name of the particular person in charge, but if it's a king of China, the emperor of China, the chancellor of China, the prime minister of China,
didn't it? That was Japan.
Yeah, this is it. I don't know what's the big guy in charge. Is he still the chairman? I know Chairman Mao was important. I think he was just the chairman. I think he just governed all the big meetings.
Yeah, I don't know.
He just kept the minutes.
Head Chinaman?
The major Chinaman. The top Chinaman. Number one Chinaman.
Do you know what? We're going to be honest here. We know so little about China.
It's true.
We know so little about China.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
If you've got any interesting facts about China, then email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Also, I imagine the email address to use if you're going to take part in this week's Rockbusters.
I did read an interesting fact. I'm researching. I'm doing a show called Politics, and I was researching. And there's a thing about
you went
sweatshops. Yeah, no, sweatshops. Like Nike. There's these facts, right? And these people get like a few cents an hour, and the CEO, I forget his name, for a Chinese woman to earn his 5.2 billion, she'd have to work 8 hours a day, 7 days a week for 10,000 years. But Steve, they don't.
They don't.
They obviously don't want to.
Exactly.
They don't want to. They don't want to.
Lazy, Rick.
Ian Jury in the Blockheads, hit me with your rhythm stick.
Rick, are you likely to be going to Cumbria on your stand-up tour?
Almost certainly not.
Well, it's just because you might want to visit the Cumberland Pencil Museum. That's the journey through the history of pencil making.
I do like pencils.
Really?
Yeah, I just used one then.
That's what you mean.
So,
do you have any idea how that was made?
No, was it?
Let me email them.
Now, Chinese people.
Oh, incidentally, it's the premiere of China. The premiere.
Premiere. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
Well, when you were away, Carl, we worked out if it's 1 in 10 people are sort of like gay in some way, with 1 billion Chinese people, there's 100,000 little gay lesbian Chinese fellas of some sort. What do you think of that?
What do you mean?
Well, if I think so it's some sort of form of gayosity, whatever it's called, is sort of like 1 in 10, right?
1 in 10 people are gay, apparently.
Right.
That does seem a bit high, though, doesn't it?
I thought it was lower than that.
What? You mean more than that?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think that's of any sort of nature, anything.
But what time did they do the survey on the streets as well? Because, they go out late, so if they're doing the survey sort of around lunchtime, forget it, they're not going to get any.
Sure.
You know what I mean? They're all asleep.
But if they're out at, say, 1 in the morning...
Well...
It's going to be higher, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Carl's favourite song, The Killing of Georgie. A little gay fella goes out and he gets beaten up and that. Carl went, yeah, but would it have happened if he'd have been going out at a decent time?
True.
But clearly in the lyric, it says, Georgie left the theatre before the final curtain fell.
Yeah.
Now, theatre's finished about 10:30.
Yeah.
So even giving him half hour, I reckon it was only about 11 o'clock. So you're talking rubbish there.
Are you sure that wasn't his curtains in his flat and he's closing them before he goes out?
No, he was at the theatre. But I'll tell you what, I just realised something. Maybe where most people were going home after theatre, he was just going out.
Exactly.
That theatre to him is like a matinee.
Exactly.
Isn't it? He's off out clubbing, isn't he? He's off down, he's going to get some ammo, he's going to get a couple of butt plugs, and he's not even going to start dancing till midnight, is he?
Have any of us ever met any gay people? It's just, our view of them is, I don't know. Email in if you've met a gay person.
Yeah.
Tell us where we're going wrong.
Yeah. Have any of us ever met a gay person?
The way we talk about these, it's like, have we ever met Chinese people? I've seen them. I've seen them out there wandering the streets, but I don't think I've ever had a conversation.
No, here's the irony. I definitely know and have met more little gay fellas than little Chinese fellas.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any little Chinese friends?
There was a girl at school who was Chinese, but she was kind of inscrutable. I couldn't get close to her. She was sort of mysterious.
Right.
Rockbusters?
Yeah, brilliant.
Right then, this is where I give you a little cryptic clue and some initials, and it sort of makes up a band or an artist and stuff like that.
Yeah,
sort of being the operative phrase there.
Yeah. Let's see how he reads this clue.
Yeah.
This is going to sound like Oscar Wilde.
Clue number 1.
3 different clues. Clue
Oscar
number
Wilde
1.
was Chinese, apparently.
Was it?
Yeah, it was illegal then.
Right. Will you leave the entrance to my garden alone?
Sorry?
Will you leave the entrance to my garden alone?
Are we back on the gay thing, or is this the clue?
That's the clue.
Right.
Clue for Rockbusters number 1. Will you just leave the entrance to my garden alone, will you?
Right, that doesn't count because I know what it is.
And what were the initials?
What are the initials?
GG.
Correct.
Yeah, right. But you've got to pronounce the artist correctly. I'll pronounce the artist because I know what it is.
Don't ruin it.
No, but when the answer comes, I'll pronounce the artist.
Right, can we just focus, please, on the quiz? Go. What was the clue again? Give it again.
Will you leave the entrance to my garden alone? Stop messing with it, right? GG.
Okay.
Right?
Next.
Doesn't count.
Next.
Incorrect.
Don't phone, but you can send a message on my mobile if you want, right? That's T. It's another little easy one. And the last one, we were sharing out the male sheep.
Right, that doesn't count either.
Can we just fuck?
I know what that is. I know what that is.
I don't care. We'll come to that later.
Yeah.
And number 3, we were sharing out the male sheep, and I think I got the best one. Right? DG.
DG.
Yeah. So quickly again, will you leave the entrance to my garden alone? Stop messing about with it.
Yeah.
Right? GG.
Yeah.
Don't phone, but you can send us a message on my mobile if you want. Right? That was T. And the last one, we were sharing out the male sheep, and I got the best one, so that's good. Right? DG.
All right, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Have we got any prizes?
Do you want to have a look?
Well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Have we got any prizes?
Just, look, the clues are rubbish, the clues don't work, the show, this is pathetic. Play a record.
That's what it should be called, and the clues don't work.
Blur, Out of Time on XFM. Well, we're not out of time, we've still got an hour left, boys.
Hey!
Luckily.
Brilliant. A lot of emails, obviously, about the Chinese. People as fascinated as we are. I don't want to discuss it, interminably, Rick, because there's so much to say, and we've said most of it in the past.
Yeah.
Get a couple of emails. In fact, I think, Carl, you told us this information. Remind me of it again. If all the Chinese people in the world were...
We're in a line on that, because there's loads of them, you'd never get to the end of it.
Right.
No, it's not that. If all the Chinese people formed a line and started walking out of China, you'd never get to the end of it.
That's what I just said.
No, it's because, though... they'd be having babies. You know what I mean? Still, it'd be adding to it all the time, wouldn't you?
But would they be walking and shagging and having babies as they're walking out?
Yeah, that is.
I'd love to see someone organise that. Maybe the Record Breakers team.
I tell you what, I'd love to see Ross McWhirter or Norris, who is it? Who's the one that's alive?
I forget Norris, I think.
Norris, right? I'd love to see him to coordinate that.
Yeah.
1.2 billion little Chinese fellas. Boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl.
Yeah. And where are they walking out of China? Which exit are they taking?
They're taking the...
Through Tibet? Or?
I think it's the Gate 9 Slip Road, the M43,
right.
to St. Petersburg.
Right.
And they go, and walking and shagging.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because some presumably are dying as they're leaving.
No, but they live to 120.
That's true.
So
they claim.
So, we know Carl's theory on that. Do you want to just tell new listeners your theory about when all these Chinese people get the records for oldest people in the world? Come on, what's your theory, Carl?
Leave it.
Carl,
just that they're probably lying.
Why?
That's all. Because a lot of them don't age that well. Some of them do. A lot of them don't, and they always look older than they are. I read the other day, right? Do you know the one who was the oldest woman in the world, right? Chinese woman, right? The way she did it, it was...
She didn't die. That was her secret. Yeah. What she did, she got up every day and didn't die.
No, she was like awake and that, and then she'd have 2 days just sleeping.
Right.
So she wasn't really that old.
What do you mean?
Well, she'd only sort of lived half of her life in a way.
Well, we
so
all live 2/3 of our life, don't we?
No, but she was like awake and that, and then she'd go, I'll go out of bed, and then that'd be it for 2 days.
Talking of sleeping, oh man alive, I went to see the last part of the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Why?
Well, it's like a family thing now. Every Christmas, my family and I have been going to see the Lord of the Rings, the next instalment. It's like a family thing.
What will you do if they keep making them?
Oh, I'd say I've wasted now about 10 hours of my life with that tripe.
You can never get that back.
I can never get that back. That's what Peter Jackson owes me. 10 hours now he owes me of my life. It is absolute drivel.
Well, I know.
We've said this before. I don't want to harp on again about it, but I cannot fathom why everyone is so excited and loves these films so much. Like you say, people review saying it's the best film ever. I think this is the greatest movie I'll ever see. And I don't... It's like they go, oh, but look at all the fight sequences.
But Tolkien being up there in literature, like, you know what I mean? It's sort of like Shakespeare. Tolkien. No!
Yeah.
No.
But what is it that he's writing about exactly?
I don't know.
Little midget fellas who can't get shoes. wandering. I mean, I've got big feet. I've got size 14. I can get shoes.
Oh God!
Send off for mail
but
order.
I know it is like Harry Potter taken seriously.
Yeah.
But I know who's watching it. It's like these people who are watching it are obviously nerds, people who live in Forbidden Planet. They love it. They can't believe their luck.
But
It's
that's
like,
the core audience, but it's obviously bigger than that.
but then it's also people who can think they have a go, like menopausal women thinking, well, I'll write a book then. the Globplin came into the cave.
Exactly.
Right? And they're sort of like 13-year-old sons who've never shown interest in anything except glue now writes orc
Yeah, exactly.
on his exercise book, and so they're loving it. It's like,
It's sort of uniting, bringing people together. But at the end, right, I mean, it's taken them now like 9 hours to get from one part of Middle Earth to the end, to the other end, so they can destroy the ring, the evil ring.
Did they do a line? Was it?
I don't know what they...
Like these little Chinese fellas.
And it's taken them 9 hours of their time and my life as well to get there. And at the end, they all say
They do
goodbye
it in
to each
real
other.
time. Why don't they edit it?
Oh, I mean, that's what it felt like. It really, it can't have, it must have taken them less time, you know, within the sort of logic of the book to get there than it did to me to watch it. And at the end, they sort of say goodbye to each other and they all hug. So there's like, you know, there's little midget one, you know, Frida, saying goodbye to, you know, Bjorn.
What are
and
they
Benny.
called in the thing? Because are they PC in it? Are they called like midgets and dwarfs?
No, they're called hobbits.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
So we should call small people hobbits from now on.
That's what they are, just to make it kind of topical, and they'll like that as well. Give them sort of, you know.
So if you
make
see a
it
little,
bit
on the
interesting.
way home, if you saw a little
Midget fella.
4-foot midget fella, just say, excuse me, hobbit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Call
fine
him
then.
Frodo. Right, Frodo. He'd like it. He'd love it because everyone loves the Lord of the Rings.
They love it. No,
But
everyone
at
loves the Lord of the Rings,
At
yeah.
the end, if you ever get to the end, they all hug each other. They say, well, basically Frodo has to say goodbye to all his other little fellas, and so he's hugging them. I don't know how many of them there are, and he's hugging them, right? And it is the most interminable thing I've ever seen. It's like the music's playing. They look into each other's eyes. He hugs them. He hugs. They pull back. They look at each other again. That's like, we'll never see each other again. Then he hugs the next one, and I was just screaming. I was thinking, hug, just one big group hug.
Yeah.
Then we can get out of
Like
it.
an American football team.
Exactly.
Just go,
And then go off.
knock
Not
heads.
each individual one. I mean, it's
Oh.
dragging on and
God.
on and on. And apparently on the DVD, there's like an extra sort of 20 minutes of extra footage of scenes he's cut out. Who's watching this tripe? Who cares?
I don't know.
I genuinely,
Have we lost some of our popularity by slagging off Lord of the Rings?
I don't care. Screw them. If you love it, if you can't live without Lord of the Rings, screw you. I don't want you as a listener. I can't fathom it. Really, Rick, it's not like I'm trying to be wayward or controversial. I can't get my head around the popularity.
But doesn't Harry Potter annoy you as well, though?
Yeah, but at
Adults
least it's
reading
kind of
that on
over
the
in an hour and a
tube.
half.
Is it? I haven't seen it.
And I went to the toilet 3 times during the course of the film.
Really?
It's unbelievable. The woman sat next to me.
Sexy stuff in it, was there?
Some of those little pixies with the pointed ears. It just took me back to, you know, Mr. Spock. Oh, all those glorious days. But
dear.
it really is just. I mean, have you seen any of them? You've not bothered.
I've seen one, and it was long, and I thought it was nicely filmed, and I thought, well, okay, I'll just get through it. I even think, it was just a list of, and here come the orcs.
Exactly.
Right, okay, we see the orcs now. Yeah.
But it's like people go, look at the amazing fight sequences, the amazing immense battles. And it's true, he's got thousands of actors and stuff on horses, brilliant. But I'm not impressed by good time management.
No.
Well done, he's got all those people together, he's orchestrated it, well done. But
Yeah.
it's got to be more interesting. My friend summed it up. He said the Lord of the Rings films, they're like the film equivalent of an Enya song.
Yeah.
And that to me is exactly right. Lots
exactly.
of billowing dresses, slow musical moments.
That's good.
People riding majestically on horses.
Enya.
Constantly riding majestically everywhere.
Dido's taken over from Enya in that.
Well,
So
possibly
I've got a
so.
confession to make.
Go on.
I like that latest Dido song.
I'll play a song. Let me just,
I
I've
know.
got to talk to you about it.
I thought I don't
Rick,
know
what's
what to
going on?
say.
Let me explain something to you about Dido.
Oh, God. Biting Bottles, Richard Ashcroft on XFM.
We've had an email which I suppose puts my hatred of Lord of the Rings into perspective. It says, yeah, you may have spent 10 hours of your life wasting your time with Lord of the Rings, but imagine how many hours of people's lives this show, have wasted for our listeners.
Yeah, that's true,
Well, I
yeah.
suppose it does, balance.
2
it out.
hours a week for a couple of years.
We can never give that back to people.
I know, it shows it mounts up, doesn't it?
Yeah. We should be doing some kind of community service for people, maybe pop around.
Well, this is community service, isn't it? Because Carl, it makes his brain work a little bit,
True.
and it keeps him, from going on holiday, sort of for 2 hours a week, which is good. We spent New Year's Eve together, me and Carl.
Oh, yeah.
It was me and Jane, Carl and Suzanne. Her hair doesn't really look like Dave Hill. I must
You didn't
confess.
see it when it was done, though.
Yeah, she had the coat on that you bought her to say sorry, though, didn't she?
Yeah.
And Martin Freeman and his girlfriend Amanda and Glyn and we all went for a meal, and then we all went back to ours, and sort of saw in the new year and all that, and all the fireworks, and then in the wee hours when just the drinking seriously starts, we started playing parlour games. And do you know that game when you go round, started off like with pop bands or rock bands, you have to say a band, and then they have to come up with a band immediately that starts with the letter that your band ended with.
Right.
So Suede, E, Erasure. Do you know what I mean? Go around. And we did that, right? And then we had to change that because people were sort of using the same ones crop up. So I said, well, let's do animals. We were doing animals. And I gave Carl one. I think Carl panicked. You know, do it quite quick. I want to just test it on you.
Okay. Is this bands? What is it?
I said... Now, what did I say? So basically, I said an animal, and it ended with E. Okay, so I go skate.
Eagle.
There you go.
Yeah, but hang on. I think I was the third person. Right. So think of another one. Hurry up.
Eel.
Yeah, I had that. Yeah, I did that one.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of E's coming up. Elephant.
Yeah.
Do you know what Carl said?
Go on.
Ready?
Yeah.
Egg.
Oh, in a sense, I suppose.
Egg? He went, yeah. I went, no, wrong. He went, well, what? And then Martin came to his rescue and went, well, what is an egg? Animal, vegetable, mineral. I said, well, it's animal, but it's you can't have egg.
But would you allow tadpole?
Well, yes.
Is
Yeah,
that not
because it's a
similar?
larval stage. Yeah, no, but egg, you might as well have leg or eye, uterus. It doesn't count. Egg, you panicked. Brilliant.
I still think I'm right.
Well, you're not right. We were naming, you know.
Just a bit of fun, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You meant, why obey the rules? It's just a
Exactly.
bit of
Yeah.
fun.
No, that is true.
Don't
That
bother
is
with the
true.
rules.
That is
You
true.
had the fireworks in the year, did you?
Yeah.
What, you had them yourself? Or
No,
you
no,
just
no.
watched
You
them?
could stare across the river. We could see him, but actually very impressive. And I'll tell you what, they got it right this year. Instead of 2 hours of letting off fireworks, people were going, oh, can we go now? It was 3 minutes, and they spent £1 million on the 3 minutes, and that's it. That's all you can stand, 3 minutes of fireworks.
Oh.
To me, fireworks are like watching Lord of the Rings.
Exactly,
I've
absolutely.
never been impressed as a child.
Never been impressed.
I've never been impressed as an adult. But a big bang, a huge big explosion, that'll do me.
I used to go to, they used to have little community fireworks displays at Christmas, things like that, near our school, maybe in the school or at the local kind of community centre. And I used to go along to them with the family and everything, get the sparklers, and they would have the fireworks, and that would be, and I was just bored silly. And I always thought that if the guy organising it had wheeled out an enormous firework, climbed in, gone, last one to the moon's a bender, and then shot off, that I'd have been,
that'd be good, yeah.
But it's just interminable.
Do you reckon I could take out that church?
Yeah,
from
exactly.
here?
Yeah.
Money on it. Go on then.
Yeah.
That'd be worth it, wouldn't it? But little another one. Oh Christ.
So a friend of mine was telling me that they once had some indoor fireworks, which apparently is just, I mean, imagine that. Who needs indoor fireworks?
Well, I think that's just little, yeah. I think one of the things, we got indoor fireworks once when I was little, and I remember one of the fireworks was that little celluloid fish that you put in the palm of your hand.
Of course.
And it
Predicts
goes,
the future.
oh, you're sexy.
Yeah.
What, it curled up because of the heat of your hand? Yeah. Oh, you're dead. It didn't curl. Actually, it's Grandad. He's dead.
Yes.
His hands are cold. Oh, no. That's the only way that would be... Oh, yeah.
So that's the only test
How
it
did
can
you
do.
discover he was dead? We used one of those predictive fish. It came out dead.
Yeah.
Just flat.
Yeah.
Did you have a good time, though, Carl?
What, at your place?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good night, wasn't it?
We danced, didn't we?
A bit of a dance.
What, the two of you together?
Yeah, Amanda had got one of those DVD films. No, straight to, DV cameras.
camera,
It goes
right.
straight to...
DVD.
Yeah,
Okay.
amazing, right? And Carl was doing his moonwalking. I was sort of doing some sort of jazz step, wasn't I? Sort of like Michael Jackson. I ended up jumping up on the couch with both feet and falling straight back on my back.
Of course you did.
I can't believe I was all right.
Yeah.
What's the chance of that? It's when you're drunk that you sort of like, you revert to childhood and you sort of bounce.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So luckily...
Is that DVD going to be available in the shops later this year? Track 1, side 1, the first Talking Heads album, Uh-Oh, Love Comes to Town.
On XFM 104.9.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's Rockbusters results, isn't it?
Okay.
All right.
Brilliant.
Do you want the prizes, by the way?
Not really.
Not bothered?
No.
Right, some videos and DVDs
Yeah,
and that,
yeah,
some
yeah.
good stuff. in there.
VHS, I hope.
Couple.
$4.99.
Is that one about
TV
weather?
titles. What?
There's the weather one. That's going to be on telly. Donald McIntyre.
Oh, yeah.
That's in there, if you want that.
Yeah. He reckons Donald McIntyre ripped him off because he did a thing about how much it costs to have a chimp, cheap as chimps. What was the other thing you think someone ripped you off? Rockbusters?
Ken Bruce on Radio 2 is doing Songs of Phrase. He was doing that over Christmas.
Was
I
it?
took 1 week off. He's in there.
And when he heard that Donald McIntyre was doing a programme about wind, he thought he was moving on Auntie Nora.
Right. So the first one, will you leave the entrance to my garden alone? Right, that was the cryptic clue. The initials were GG.
Yeah.
That was Gareth Gates.
Gareth Gates. Gareth. What would you
Gareth Gates.
No, but it's Gareth Gates, isn't it? So why would you say to someone Gareth? Is that like what's that, a Manchester thing when you say Gareth?
Gareth Gates.
Gareth Gates, Gareth Gates, the bloke who came second in Popeye, yeah, Gareth Gates.
So that's the first
What
one.
was that about getting off the thing though? Leave my entrance alone though. I don't understand what it's got to do with leaving my entrance alone.
The gate
Gareth,
to the garden.
No, the gates bit, but what's Gareth got to do with it,
second one
you
was
ignoramus?
don't phone, but you can send me a message on my mobile if you want.
Yeah.
The initial was T.
Yeah.
Text us, right? Just
No, it's text. The word's text.
Yeah,
So you'd have to say
text
text me.
text us.
Text, what do you mean? No, text me. What's that?
The third one was we were sharing out the male sheep and that. Right? I got the best one, DG, right? We were sharing out the male sheep. And I
Get
got
to
the
it.
best
It
one.
doesn't work anyway. Get to it. What is it?
Delta Good Ram.
Dealt a good ram. You were dealt a good ram.
Delta Good Ram. All right. So who's the winner?
We're going to give it to Stephen Gunning from Tooting. He's got all of those right. I don't know how, but well done to him. And he wins some crack in a jiffy bag.
Literally.
You too on XFM?
Yeah. Snow Patrol and Run on XFM 104.9.
Yeah, not bad at all, not bad at all.
So everyone had a good Christmas though, yeah? Really? Carl, even though it was like a little bit Lanzarote, it was a nice Christmas.
Yeah.
What was the book you read, by the way? Someone just emailed in and wanted to know. What was the book you read?
It was The Governor.
The Governor?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Did you buy Suzanne a gift in the end? Which you surprised her with on
I
Christmas
did,
Day?
yeah. After that show that we did before Christmas,
Yeah.
I was walking home thinking, might as well treat her then.
Yeah.
I went and got her a necklace.
Nice.
Actually, she said she wanted a necklace, but I didn't know which one, but went and got one.
Yeah.
And she was happy with that.
Yeah. That shut her up.
yeah.
But, yeah.
And did she get you something?
a gift back?
She did get me something, yeah.
See, we knew she
Of
would.
course she would.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, she got me a little Game Boy Advance to take on holiday because she
Brilliant.
knows I get bored.
Lovely.
Right? So that was good, but I was like, hang on a minute. I know how much I spent,
Oh,
and I know how much these are, right? But I was clever, though. When I got to the airport, I bought her to get me an extra, bought me an extra game for it.
Yeah.
Got the value.
Of course.
when you were growing up, did you wait to ask your mum for sweets right at the counter so the woman would embarrass her into getting you it?
What, you mean just slip it in the basket?
Well, no, just wait till there's some, a stranger watching before you ask for sweets.
Mum, can I have a Kinder Egg?
Did you sit in front of Suzanne when it got to, Suzanne, can you get me something else? Because remember I spent more on that necklace than you did on Game Boy Advance. And the woman in Dixon's goes, oh, you better get him something else. And she goes, oh, bloody hell, all right then.
Nah. She did well, though. You know what I mean?
She's done well to keep you, hasn't she?
Done well.
Because you're such a find.
You're quite a catch.
Yeah, she must wake up every morning and go, ooh, I am the luckiest girl in the world.
Well, she told you that the other night.
What?
She said the other night how good it is living with me.
Oh, yeah. I said to Suzanne, it must be great, because I only see him 2 hours a week and I like to squeeze his little head. You can do that all day, every day. Does she ever squeeze your head?
No.
No.
No. It's like that thing, though, isn't it? It's like when you work in a chocolate factory. You get sick of it, don't you? If it's there all the time.
Yeah, she must think, well, I could squeeze that head anytime I wanted. It's not worth it. I just,
Yeah. What about your Christmas?
My dad, I'm wondering if you're turning into my dad, because he bought my mum a bracelet. He won't mind me talking about this because he said you'll probably talk about this on the radio, and you're right, Dad. I am talking about it. He bought my mum a little gold bracelet, lovely gift, You know, it was a lovely thing. And she opened it, she loved it. And everyone thought, what a great gift, lovely gift. He wouldn't stop talking about it. He wouldn't stop talking about the gift he bought. He kept on grabbing my mum's arm and showing it to people. Look at that, look at the gleam on that.
The gleam!
Steve, look at the shine on that, look at the gleam there. Look at that.
Gleam!
And do you know what he said? He said, the great thing about that's pure gold. He went, it's an investment. That's an investment there. It's gold, you know, it's always been something gold.
I love that when people get a gift and it goes an investment. I love it.
But what, not only does it sort of take away any of the romanticism of it, but it was the way he constantly was talking about how great a gift it was that he bought.
I haven't heard the word gleam for 30 years.
Look at the gleam on that.
The gleam.
Look at that, look at the sparkle on that. And look at that, and it looks like rope. That's what he kept saying, it looks like rope. It looks like gold rope. And he just, and I heard it, he disappeared, we were opening gifts, he went disappear, I could hear him in the kitchen going, think about that's pure gold, that, Elaine, that's pure gold.
I might melt that down.
Yeah. John, next door neighbour, John, look at that, look at the shine on that.
That's great, that's brilliant though.
But it's just, it sort of undermine the gift a bit if you keep on droning on about how great it is.
If people enjoy giving, that's nice, isn't it? And you got to, you know, what did your mum say? She loved it.
She couldn't get a word in edgeways.
That's a step up from a jar of coffee, though, isn't it?
It is a step up, yeah.
That's good. Oh. What about yours?
I didn't get my mum and dad anything this time. No, because I'm always treating them anyway. Whenever if they need a few quid, if I can help them.
Well, you are the gift that keeps on giving, Carl.
No, but don't just go giving anything just for the sake of it. Do you know what I mean? Wait for the time that's right, sort of thing. Just because it's Christmas. Because...
yeah, I mean, there's no better time, is there, really?
No, I just was going to say my mum and dad didn't get me anything, but they did.
What did they get?
But just some money. But I'll get them something when the time's right. Do you know what I mean? They always need bits and pieces through the year, so
yeah,
I'll look after them.
Sure.
But it was weird being away.
Has anyone got a caught onto the fact that they leave groceries in the telephone box near your dad yet?
No, that's still going on.
Is it?
Going on, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic, isn't it? That is just fantastic. So when he needs a loaf of bread, pint of milk, just goes down. Does he ever give that as gifts?
Now listen, are we doing the film thing in a bit?
Oh.
Got more prizes.
Yeah.
Is it better than Rockbusters?
It's all right. I did it in a bit of a rush because I was only in yesterday, wasn't I?
Sure.
Well, yeah. If you take 3 holidays a year, then there's not enough time for the work. Me and Steve like to, put our priority into, doing the work, coming up with a good product, and getting a holiday when we can. I haven't. I haven't really.
I love a holiday, Rick.
I love a holiday.
But I don't do the holidays for me. It's for Suzanne, isn't it? She's the one who likes going away.
With you?
I'll just go. Yeah. So I'll go with her. Do me bit.
When you were playing Game Boy, right, and you'd looked in the hole. And you were reading your book. What is she doing?
She'll make things seem more interesting to me. Do you know what I mean? So like when we're at the Owl and the bus driver said, "You got an hour here," I said, "Why have I got an hour here? I go to a funeral with someone who I loved in the ground and don't spend an hour around it. Why do I want to?" Do you know what I mean? Why do I want to spend an hour looking in this?
Wasn't that terrible when your auntie just shot up in all this magma?
Yeah.
That was terrible, wasn't it? That was the worst funeral you'd ever been to, wasn't it?
But she'll
tell you that would make funerals more interesting.
If they it was a cremation and a burial.
Yeah.
You just put them in a volcano and they go 2, 3, here they go, wee, up to heaven.
I was having a conversation with my flatmate about songs that would be inappropriate to have at your wedding, at your funeral. And
horny, surely is one.
It, yeah, was it horny, really? Yeah, that was the first one we came up with. I'm horny, 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 horny. That was the first one we came up with.
Isn't Robbie Williams' Angels one of the...
Yes.
Biggest
ones.
I
think Wind Beneath Your Wings.
Yeah.
I think is apparently quite popular.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I play that on Auntie Nora's. Aren't you?
Bit of Boston?
Yeah.
A bit of who? Busted?
Boston, more than a feeling. Right. It's much more than a feeling. Boston, more than a feeling. XFM 104.9. Well, another big moment here. We've had Rockbusters. We're going to have Carl's film quiz thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a film quiz thing. I've done Planet of the Apes, right? Because one of the things we did in Lanzarote, went on this tour with sort of 3 northern blokes, and they didn't really know what they were talking about.
Joking. You're joking. Northerners not knowing what they're talking about. You're having a laugh.
No, they'd obviously sort of not had much luck here, right? And thought, let's go over to Lanzarote, buy some vans, right? Get people in it. We'll do a tour of the island. And whenever someone asked the question, like, what year did the volcano happen? They go, "Oh, we'll take you to the visitor centres. You can read about it there." So they never actually answered anything, right? So they were useless. But one of the things that they told us was that Planet of the Apes was filmed in Lanzarote.
Right, okay.
Right?
That makes sense.
A bit of it. Well, does it? Does it make sense?
Well, what do you
All right,
mean?
well, maybe
does
it was, maybe it wasn't. Okay, anyway.
No. I mean, if they wanted to show sort of an hour sort of barren, sort of post-apocalyptic sort of subject, choose where you went on holiday.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, but when we were there, well, he took us to this sort of beach, and I said, "Is this where they did it?" And he was like, "Yeah." I said, "What? Right there, yeah." And I watched it, and I couldn't see where I was.
Yeah, you know that if you watch a film from 1968 and you've been to the same place, you're not going to feature. You're not going to see you in the back walking along the beach.
It's a new one, new Planet of the Apes.
Oh, the recent Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, right. So I thought I'd sort of.
Now that sounds a little bit more far-fetched. I'd have thought that was probably a lot in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, is this the current Planet of the Apes or the old one you've done?
Current Planet of the Apes.
This is the recent one.
All right, there'll be a question at the end of it, so listen on that.
Is this entertaining to anyone, this? I mean, just take the last 4 minutes of conversation.
But seriously, Rick, who cares?
I don't.
Do you?
No.
I don't.
DVD's selling well.
Exactly, what do I care?
Right, come on then.
All right, so Planet of the Apes, question at the end of it, listen and win some stuff, all right?
Hey, where am I? What is this place? Hang on a minute, I'll have a look. According to the Lanzarote guide, we've been dropped off at the volcano bit. Apparently there's 36 volcanoes here to be seen.
I hope you don't mind my saying, but this is a waste of time.
What do you mean? Don't know why they need 36 volcanoes. Just keep one. Fill the rest in. Like a car park or something. Excuse me, guide. Why's the bus dropped us off here? What's so special about this place?
Well, according to our holy writings, that is where creation began, where the Almighty breathed life in the time before time.
Wow, it's amazing that, isn't it? All this has been stood here for years and years. What about the coffee shop there? Is that old, is it? Well, nothing. You're out to rip us off. I raised about £4 for a coffee there. Always ripping people off. That's what annoys me with these trips. You get us in the middle of nowhere, we die in a thirst. Well, I'm not able to do without. The reason I've come here, I believe this is where they did Planet of the Apes, innit? Love monkeys. Especially the ones in Planet of the Apes, because they talk and that.
Talking monkeys can't exist.
Joking, aren't you? Of course they can. Getting up to all sorts of stuff. I read about a monkey the other day who worked on the railway. Right, there was another one about a chimp that did a bank job and went off to Spain to sort of...
Shut up!
Oh, hey.
What is that?
Little monkey fella. It's come from that little coffee shop. It's been serving coffee. Now that is worth paying £4 for.
No, you're teasing him.
I'm not teasing it. It's working, isn't it? It's serving the... We want some coffee. Get us some coffee. I've heard about this. You can buy coffee that's been sort of hand-picked by monkeys. It's like Coffee Mate, except it's more sort of coffee primate. Yeah. Hello, little fella. We want coffee.
What do you mean, we?
You're gonna have a coffee, aren't you? What else are you gonna do? Go and look at another 35 volcanoes? I'm staying here. I'm having a monkey coffee. It's brilliant.
You find this amusing?
Jesus, it's a talking monkey. Right, mate. Have a couple of coffees.
Don't start now. We're off duty. I'm starving.
What do you mean you're off duty? Have you bananas later? Just get us a couple of... Right. I understand that you're tired and you've probably been on your hands all day. Just forget the coffee. You go and get some lunch. After you've got some coach, you lazy ass.
You damn human!
Helpful.
Lovely. Excellent. So, what's the question?
If you've been listening to the whole show, how many volcanoes do I think's on the island of Lanzarote?
Okay.
Yeah.
I might have it wrong, what I've been saying, but it's roughly around that.
Yeah, so what have you been saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. You're more likely to win the prize if you leave your address on the email.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we can't really be bothered to phone people or email them back. So,
Good point.
Put your address on there and you could win some
crap in a jiffy bag. Carl's theme tune there by Placebo. Special Needs on XFM 104.9.
Alright.
New Year's resolution, Carl?
I don't know. I don't do it. Really? Not
So what
really
about
like
something like, I don't know, start smoking? Do you mind? There must be something.
No, it's a waste of time, isn't it? I don't bother with that.
Right.
You, Steve?
Me, no, I've never really made any New Year's resolutions. I just be good to people. Just treat everyone as you want to be treated yourself. Give to charity. Hate crime, racism, famine, sexism.
I know you're going to keep to all those, except the gift to charity. That's... Me and Carl find that a little bit hard to believe.
Never gonna happen. Well, you've always got to break at least one of your New Year's resolutions.
Exactly. Yeah, well, I think I'll be nice to Carl. What about learn more? I was thinking that. I want to
I'm
learn
always
more.
teaching you stuff.
I watched... I'll tell you what, Christmas telly was dreadful this year. I don't know if I've hit that age where I think... But I think consciously I thought this is worse than usual.
Yeah.
And I ended up watching Discovery Channel and History Channel again, and I watched 4 episodes in a row of this fantastic documentary, 1418 War, narrated by Dame Judi Dench, and it's brilliant. I just can't get enough of it. I hated history at school, and now I want to know everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's mine. Learn all the stuff about stuff.
I like learning though. I always
Yeah.
say that to you. I'm always looking up stuff. When I was on holiday, even though it was sunny outside and they had big holes to look at if I wanted to, I stayed in and watched Discovery there and was watching stuff about scorpions and that.
Yeah, what did you learn?
Well, nothing, because it was all in Spanish. But I just watched it. What I found odd, right? What I found...
Scorpions, I'm going to get it. It's only about poison. You get it.
What I don't understand is with scorpions, right? They have like this sort of weapons, don't they? They have the poison and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Which can kill a man.
Yeah.
But there was a couple of little animals and that were its sort of enemy,
Yeah.
and it stung them, and it didn't kill them. So what's the point?
Well, firstly, not all scorpions kill a man. Some of them,
This one did, they said.
Yeah, well, they range from like bee stings to so much venom it can take down a horse on things like spiders and snakes and scorpions. So it depends. But a scorpion that will kill a man would kill a rabbit. So I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
there was a snake that it stuck its thing into, and some sort of beaver, and they were just like running about.
There's nothing funny about that, so why are we laughing?
Well, the snake wasn't running about, was it?
Well, it was slithering about a bit.
Yeah. What was the beaver doing when the snake...
It just sort of, I think it ate it in the end.
What? Ate what?
Ate the scorpion. Just wandered off.
Well, it wasn't a beaver.
There you go,
There's
you've
no
learned that.
way it was a beaver.
All right, an otter. It was,
This is what you've pieced together from a show in Spanish.
well, I'm just saying though, how come it can't kill something that small, yet there's someone on holiday that's no sort of danger to that scorpion. We're not going to harm it, right? And yet it can kill a man.
So you
Shut
say,
up,
but I
Carl.
don't believe it.
Shut up, mate. Seriously, this is gobbledygook.
Taught you something again though. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
what have
I'm
you
always-
taught us though? What is that? What is the fact that's come out of that? A scorpion can kill a man, but the beaver was dancing with a snake. Then it
Well,
ate
that-
it.
you do that
That's
all the
not
time,
a fact.
though. You
That's
put
not a
everything
fact.
down. New Year's Eve I taught him something, right, about dead people.
No, you know what the things that taught me. I was saying you're talking shite. He says they found out your soul weighs an ounce.
Your soul.
Yeah, your soul weighs an ounce.
Right, who found this out?
I read it.
Your arsehole weighs an ounce.
Yeah.
There's no such thing. A soul weighs an ounce. You're talking drivel.
All right.
Have you got any monkey news?
So what did they do? They weighed someone who was alive, and they will wait for you to die, then weigh you again.
There was someone
Now
who-
you've lost an ounce. Yeah, so it must be your soul shooting off to heaven.
It was someone who was really ill, and they said, we can't do anything for you here, but we've got a bit of an idea that we want to do. We've been wanting to do this. Stuck him on some scales. He said, right, you weigh 9 pounds and an ounce or whatever, because he was wasting away. He died, 9 pounds. Right?
Fine, well, that's proof if proof be needed.
Talking shite.
Monkey news, we might as well leave it.
No, come on,
No, come on, tell monkey news.
No, it's nothing that great, really.
Is it worth playing the jingle? Quickly?
Go on then.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Right, it's about a monkey.
2004, four.
It's about this woman monkey who was born in 1834. Right? Half monkey, half woman.
No, not true.
It happened, apparently. It was
Impossible.
it was in the Daily Mail. Right?
Okay.
The Victorian ape woman was her name.
Yeah, I christened this thing Victorian ape woman. Well, we thought Sandra. No, I'm calling it Victorian ape woman.
She was about 4 foot.
No, didn't happen.
She had lovely thick black hair on her head and on the back of her legs and on her arms.
Yeah.
All right.
So stockings.
Let's have a look.
And she didn't need a bustle because of a huge ape-like arse sticking out the back of her dress.
She was good at reading and sewing.
Well, it was good because they didn't have opposable thumbs. So
she could speak 3 languages.
Yes.
She was
human, monkey, and monkey human.
20 offers of marriage. Does that annoy you, Steve?
Absolute twaddle.
All right, well,
that's more rubbish than your soul weighing an ounce.
Let's leave
a
it there.
Victorian monkey
Let's
woman.
leave it there, then.
See you next week with some more twaddle.
I was worried we wouldn't have the old magic in 2004, but we're still talking shit. Merry New Year.
104.9 XFM. You alright? This is Karl, producer of Ricky Gervais and Steve Merchant. They're not about today. Ricky's on holiday. Steve couldn't be bothered. So I'm left here with all the DATs. That's a digital audio tape of all the shows they've done since they've been here over the last, I don't know, year and a half or something. So we'll play you some of the best bits. Alright, so here's the first bit.
I had some exciting news this week, Karl. You'll be pleased to find out. I'm worried that you might get a little bit jealous because it's obviously going to impact on your world quite strongly. Because I know you think you'd like things to be quite samey. You like the status quo to be maintained. You like the fact that in the past, we've had some crosswords. Because I remember. What did you think of me when I first walked in? When I first came in on the first day of XFM?
I don't know why you're making a big deal.
Do you want to bring it?
I'm just being honest, though. I'm just being honest about a lot of people who see you for the first time sort of go, well, he's a bit weird.
I know that, Steve, that you brought it up, and then you're again.
But I'm sure that wasn't what he said before.
No,
did he say before?
Yeah, well,
he was a bit weird.
Yeah, well, he looked at you, and I knew. I could see by the look on his face. You know when you know your kid, and your kid's sort of scared of something, and they go, "Why is your kid?" He goes, "Oh, he doesn't like pigeons or spiders." Right. It was like that when I saw Karl, and I brought you in, and I went, "What do you think of that, Karl?" I could see the look on his face that he was disturbed.
Sure.
And then, as he said, you get used to it, don't you?
Yeah, you get used to it. And you have changed a little bit. Your hair's a bit smarter now, and you got some nicer glasses and that, I think. Or I might have just got used to it.
Whoa, don't bring it up, Steve. Don't look at me like that.
So you say that you think some other people in the office thought the same? Do you know that for sure?
Karl.
Did you discuss it?
Karl.
Yeah, I think they do, yeah.
Okay, leave it there then.
But not just in the office, as you walk through the building.
Oh, it's worse than you ever thought.
Well, no, it's not worse than I ever thought because, as you well know, Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
What did I do on Thursday morning?
Oh, is this the thing?
For those that perhaps are not of the female persuasion listening, there's a magazine. Apparently, it sells quite well. It's one of the sort of female, kind of issues magazines. I think it's called Company Magazine. It's like your sort of, I guess it's a bit like your Moore or your Vanity Fair or whatever. Anyway, they run every year the 50 most eligible bachelors in Great Britain section. Ding dong, hello. Who's in there this year? In the 50, in the top 50 of the entire country.
And then they vote, and they put them in order and see who's the most eligible bachelor.
But that's 50 people, right? It always annoys me slightly because bachelor, it kind of seems like a more sophisticated word for loser.
Yeah,
doesn't it? Which always sort of unnerves me
slightly. And also they try and do a different 50 every year, so they're getting pretty desperate to get different ones.
No,
because also a lot of people who are sort of like successful, are married, so there's very little to...
No. There's a huge... I don't know if this is international. It could even be international. I'm not sure, actually. So I could be up there with the likes of Justin Timberlake, etc. So Fred Durst... Yeah, that sort of person, So anyway, this is what's exciting, right? Although I'm slightly frustrated because they were telling me that last year, all right, because what happens is the readers of the magazine, they vote for who they think is number one most eligible bachelor, right? Last year, the prize was a 2-week trip in the Bahamas. Okay, this year. I'm rather annoyed because all I'm going to win is a moped. That's the prize this year. That's the prize this year, a moped.
Whoa, backtrack.
What?
Sorry? Last year was a 2-week trip to Bahamas, and this year
a moped. All I'm going to get is a moped.
All you're going to win is a moped.
Yeah,
you got no chance. You've got no chance. Who else is in it? Who else is in it?
Well, I mean, I don't know lots of people you'd never heard of. I know Duncan from Blue.
Dean, so you're second to him at least already. I imagine you're going to come behind the other 49.
Because there'll be people voting for me. They get to vote for me.
Yeah, Steve.
They'll see my photo and then they can vote for me.
Yeah, according to Heat, I was 22nd most sexy man in the world.
I better take that helmet back.
I would.
Rick, you may remember that last week we opened with some quality knob news.
Knob news, yeah.
It was
Hitler's knob.
Hitler's knob was one of them. That just sparked off into a whole bunch of other kind of knob-related discussions. Yeah. And I'm pleased so far to see that we're almost at the halfway mark for this first hour. And so far we've only talked about nudity and/or todgers. Yeah. So excellent work from us. Well done, lads. Yeah. I'm looking forward to Dr. Fox and the rest of the Sony award committee listening to this one. Yeah. But more knob news. I don't know if there's a jingle for that, maybe.
You nearly had the eye out. Knob news.
Knob news, excellent. This is an extraordinary story. A woman tried to sue her bosses for £210,000 after finding a cooked penis in a canteen stew. Hospital cleaner Sophie, something, I can't quite pronounce that name, was eating goulash for lunch and could not cut one of the lumps of meat. You can see where it's going.
I've got so many questions already.
I know. She picked it up and tried to chew it, but it was too tough. Then she inspected it with workmates who all agreed it was a penis. Imagine that discussion.
Yeah.
Miss McLata said she vomited for the rest of the day, instantly became a vegetarian, and had to have psychiatric help. It's not known whether the organ was from a human. The case continues.
Well, it can be found out, so that's one thing. Obviously, the doctors aren't confused. They're not going, I don't know, I've never seen one like it.
Yeah.
Also, why is she eating goulash?
I know.
I mean, that is my first question. Why...
Yeah.
You got lunch. What do you want? I fancy some goulash.
Yeah. Some gooly lash.
Gooly lash,
Thanks very much
it.
Indeed.
Lancashire cockpot.
Brilliant.
It's on the menu.
Brilliant.
Only £5.50.
Wangers and mash.
I'd love some wangers and mash, please.
Cock o' van.
Cock o' van.
It's already done for
There's wangers and mash, cock o' van, Lancashire cockpot.
That's just off the top of our brains.
Yeah.
So if you've got any of your own, keep them to yourself. We're not interested. What do you make of that knob news?
And it's in a hospital.
Yes, it was. No, hospital cleaner. You're right.
Oh,
cleaner.
God. I know how your mind's thinking already.
There's been a mix-up.
There's been a mix-up.
What kind of mix-up?
I love that. Some bloke's gone in. Some lesbian's gone in, wanting a sex change. She's got a carrot for a cock.
Stewing steak.
Stewing steak. Oh, that would be great. So on then, do a film review, quickly.
Right. Well, today on film review, we're doing classic films, and today we're looking at Elephant Man, John Merrick, one of his better pieces of work. It's a sad film. I've never really been able to watch it all the way through.
Sorry, John Merrick's better piece of work was him being the Elephant Man, played by John Hurt.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Sad film. When I was younger.
Tell us a bit about it. What is it about? Who's John Merrick?
It's about a fella who's got a funny head.
Right, tell us this.
And, he lives in, I think he lives in London, in about the 1930s or something like that. And he's being picked on all the time and stuff. And first time you watch it, you'll probably cry a bit. And then the second time you watch it, you're just sort of thinking, God, that would be bad. Sort of having a head like that being picked on all the time. Then the third time you watch it, you might think, how does he get his jumper on? Then, I don't know, I'm probably bored of it the fourth time. but it's well worth watching, so Elephant Man.
Brilliant.
Yeah, see it.
Brilliant.
I think if you want to get on TV, Carl, you'd be better as the subject of maybe like an omnibus documentary. Living with Carl.
XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Tell us about this monkey, Carl.
You're going to love this one, Steve, right? So last week we were talking about how, a lad left his family because there was problems at home and that. He went and lived in the wood. He got airy. Right?
No.
Leave it there, Rick. We haven't got time to go into it.
Right, so...
That's what happened.
And that's what happened. He lived with the monkeys. He went airy.
That's what happened.
Looked into some other stuff about, airy kids and all that.
Yeah.
Came across this story about a bloke, right, who worked in a zoo.
Oh, dear.
Right? So...
Trouble's brewing.
Loving his job and that, but it's quite a lonely sort of job because you don't see many people. You're just dealing with animals all the time, right? So anyway, he gets a bit pally with a monkey because it's the closest thing to a human.
Well, that ape is.
Right.
Yeah, but you can't really go that close to apes. It's dangerous.
What do you mean? What type was it? Do you
Just
mean
let him tell the story.
Was it a chimpanzee?
I reckon it was a chimp, yeah. Yeah, it was
You
a
don't
chimp.
even know, so
it was
it's
a
an
chimp.
ape.
It was a
Okay.
chimp. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, does
So
it?
he
It's the
gets
story.
pally with him.
Right, so he gets pally with
What,
him.
do they go on
and
holiday together?
well, no, I mean, it starts
On the
off.
pool
It
together.
starts off just checking each other out and probably sharing lunch and that together.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, this goes on for a while. They're getting on well on that, and then after a while, right, the monkey starts sort of imitating him a bit more and sort of walking upright.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Right. So he thinks, oh, that's a bit weird. Anyway, they get on really better and what have you. So he thinks he could live at home with me. Because we're getting on the storm.
Yeah.
Right. So he takes him home, and before
Is
you
this
know
the
it,
beginning of Beneath the Planet of the Apes? I think it is. I think you've seen this on video.
I'm worried because he's already imitating him and they're moving in together. I'm thinking it's maybe a bit like single white female. Single white zookeeper.
Oh, brilliant.
right, so anyway. So he's moving in, and it's getting used to sort of the normal human life. He's having a cup of tea in the morning.
Yeah. PG tips.
He finishes the day off with a
dear.
Finishes the day off with what?
He
with
does,
a
he doesn't
little
have to
brandy.
move a piano at one point,
He
does he?
finishes the day off with a little brandy.
Yeah.
What, he pours himself one. Is he wearing a smoking jacket?
I'll tell you what, Carl. You're a maniac, mate.
No, this is why it attracted me. It's amazing, right? So he's having his brandy and that, loving his life. Next thing you know, he sort of I don't know if he loses it or he gets shaved, but the top half of his body is hairless. Right? Apart from his head. Right, so he's got a nice
So it's the
head.
opposite of the kid.
Well,
Yeah,
this is what I'm saying.
that would happen.
Right?
Well, hang on, but so you don't know if
You
he
don't
was
even
shaved
know.
or if it's
How did it say? Then the hairless. What?
I'll bring it in for you, the story, and then you
All
can
right,
see
well,
if
okay,
I've
keep
gone
going,
wrong.
keep going.
So anyway, so this is going on, and he's having a great life. Then the zookeeper starts getting a bit annoyed because he's having a better life than the zookeeper. The zookeeper's in the zoo.
This is such
So the
rubbish.
zookeeper's still got to do a day's work. The monkey's at home, he's partying,
Well,
he's
it
got
gets
his
to a
other
point when he
chipmates
says,
round.
"There's no point you coming in to the zoo because the whole reason of you being there was because you're being kept there."
Right.
And he didn't want to bring the memories back, so he said, "You stay at home." So
You are you're talking such.
Just let him finish.
God, I don't know if I can sit here and listen to this drivel.
I'm fascinated.
It's
It
nearly
sounds
over anyway,
amazing.
right?
It sounds extraordinary, Carl.
So he's walking up right. He's having a tea in the morning, finishing the day off with brandy. Gets a bit out of hand. Only tries it on with the zookeeper's wife.
Make him go away, Steve.
How does he do that?
Well, because he's around humans a lot, he becomes a bit of a charmer. And
But what is it that he could do to seduce her? Pick fleas out of her?
he didn't say.
He was built.
Yeah, he is well done.
So what about that?
What do you mean, what about it, Carl? It's obviously not true.
I don't understand how.
I love the fact he becomes a charmer. He's got better taste in brandy.
Exactly.
And
What was it that he was doing that seduced her?
I don't know. I thought maybe because he was at home more than the zookeeper was.
But what would he be doing,
I love
Carl?
the fact that-
He's not going to be talking with her. They're not going to be playing like, Trivia Pursuit.
Maybe she liked the silent type. He didn't go into that. He just said that's when the trouble started.
Carl, play a record.
Right.
Is that what Suzanne did when she brought you in?
That was Radiohead and They're There. We're Not Here, all right? Pre-recorded. Coming up is one of Carl's little things. Enjoy it.
Something else we're giving away. The Shining.
It's just more throwing away, isn't it?
Once again,
Is it on video?
Once again, it's on VHS.
Just because you buy it out of your own money, Carl, stop being so mean.
And I want to watch it tonight because it's one of those films that...
So you're going to watch this video and then you're going to send it to someone as a prize.
Yeah, it's one of them films that I thought...
Sorry, what you just said yes to that without blinking.
Well, yeah. You don't think, like, Les Dennis doesn't have a quick go in the car on Family Fortune before he gives it away?
It costs
Jim Bowen has
$5.99.
a go at those his and her towel racks.
It costs $5.99, Carl.
Okay, this is Carl in the classic The Shining.
And what's the question?
Well, we might ask that afterwards.
Okay, then.
Still trying to write the book then? Yeah?
Yes.
Good. Funny, someone told me the other day, weird thing about a typewriter, the top row of letters, the longest word you can write is typewriter. I'll just show you. That's weird, isn't it? It's just the typewriter being... You're not in the mood, are you? You're in one of those grouchy moods again, like you get into when you're writing.
I'm not being grouchy. I just want to finish my work.
Yeah, just being a bit funny, a bit offhand and that.
Let me explain something to you.
Go on.
Whenever you come in here and interrupt me, you're breaking my concentration. You're distracting me. And it will then take me time to get back to where I was. Understand?
Yeah, but I just was coming in to try and cheer you up. You know, if you... I mean, I'm full of ideas as well. You know, if you're having a problem coming up with stuff, got loads of ideas you could write about. The other day I read about this airy Chinese kid.
What do you want me to do about it?
No, it's just that it could make a good book. Do you know what I mean? Sort of following round.
That's swell.
Well, I'd buy it. You know. But if you don't want to know, don't bother doing it. But do you know what I mean? It's just airy Chinese kid. It's weird because they're not normally that airy over there. Yeah, this kid cakes in it. But if you don't care,
I wouldn't touch one hair on his goddamn little head.
You don't have to touch any hair on his head. Like I say, he's covered. Leave the head alone if you want. Touch his hands. He's totally covered in it. But
I love the little son of a bitch.
Well, don't go that far. You haven't met him, but I can sort it out.
I'd do anything for him.
I don't think you'd expect that much. Just take him to the barbers 3 or 4 times a week. You know, he's a good little kid. In fact, I'll do it. I think I'll write a book on him. Yeah?
Do you think you can handle that?
Yeah.
You're not too busy, are you?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty busy. I've got to sort out some monkey facts for the show this Saturday, but I reckon I can still...
Why don't you start right now and get out of here?
All right. I will. If you're going to be like that. Couldn't borrow a pen, could I? See you later.
There you go. Haunting stuff there. Karl Pilkington in The Shining.
You know, in the film, Jack Nicholson goes crazy because the suggestion is he's maybe possessed by demons that maybe are in the hotel. But, you know, if I was stranded in a desolate hotel, removed from all human contact with Karl, I'd go mental with an axe without being possessed by demons. That's more chilling to me, trying to get some work done and you keep wandering in.
I'm trying to get Karl to spend a couple of days in the caravan with me, just for the hell of it. And he won't. I've offered him money, won't I? I think it'd be a great laugh, wouldn't it, Karl?
Oh, yeah, great.
That would be terrifying.
No, I want to film it. I just want to film it. Like a little video diary. There's Karl there, he's just waking up.
Well, if I was stranded in that would be like being... I may as well be with Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees. That's more scary.
The thing is, Ricky doesn't mess you about as much as he messes me about.
No, you see, you've given him an inch. You've given him an inch and he's taken a yard.
12:30 you got in today. In 30 minutes between 12:30 and 1. The old bin lid on the head. He wanted to do that again.
Yep.
Squeezing my head, think he had a go at. And a karate chop on the back of the neck.
Yeah.
All in 30 minutes. Yeah. Who else can say that?
Anyway, Karl, look, you almost let it slip then as you were talking about your filling out that application form. There's some big news that everyone needs to know, which we were stunned by in the week, although the more we sort of talk to you, the more it starts to fall into place.
Yeah.
But Karl, what's the story?
That I haven't got me exam results from the GCSEs.
He never turned up to get his exam results.
I was working.
And so, how many did you take in the end? Because you weren't even sure about that, were you? You think you took maths and English, don't you?
Yeah.
And you think you've handed in the artwork for art, don't you?
Now, art was continual assessment, wasn't it? Coursework. And what was the you made?
I made a man sort of putting his arms into a car.
You've made a model of a man putting his arms into a car.
What was this?
So that one's passed.
Was that this is a homage to break-ins in Manchester? Was this? What was this? Oh look, he does what he sees.
Yeah.
So
you've got that. That's safe. You definitely got that one.
So you've taken art, you've taken English and maths, you think? So this is what we're going to do, listeners. We're going to try and find out his exam results for him and tell him next week.
Live on air.
We're going to call his school, we're going to try and track him down, and we are going to have a little envelope, and we are going to give Karl, at the age of 29, his O-level results. GCSEs, yeah.
Now, Karl, so you took maths,
Yeah.
you think you took English, do you remember turning up to do those? Do you remember sitting in the room filling in the forms?
Yeah.
Okay, and how did you feel you did?
I don't think I did well.
You don't think you did well? Did you revise?
No.
Why didn't you revise?
Because I don't really believe in it.
Okay.
Well, it's just that if you don't know it, then you don't know it. You shouldn't have to start looking at a book. If I went to like the hospital,
Yeah.
and the doctor said, "Oh, you need your appendix out," but hang on a minute, I've just got to read up on it.
Yeah.
That isn't good enough.
Okay.
He should know, and that's the way I feel about it.
To be fair, though,
He did do the revision beforehand.
yeah, they don't usually pass on, maybe when they're in practice.
Yeah,
7 years
information
down
they
the
took in
line.
by osmosis.
Yeah, yeah, and bloke comes in and goes, "Can I just see what you did with that?" And I goes, "You've passed."
Yeah. Phew.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Good job I watched Casualty.
You don't talk to anyone, do you, in the week? You just hide in your little sound booth thing, and you really don't talk to anyone, do you? Much?
Not really.
No.
I mean, you might call up.
Yeah.
But no, I keep myself to myself.
Yeah.
Then you don't get bogged down in the office politics and stuff.
Yeah. Is there a lot of office politics here?
I don't know. I don't get involved in it.
Oh, yeah. Proved your point.
So when we're away and we're out of action, who, other than Suzanne, who will you talk to of the day?
How will you get a sort of feedback from the world? How will you get sort of input and...
I always, if ever I've got a question on anything, the internet's sat there and I can just go online and find out.
The internet is good.
It's brilliant.
But it's not all verified.
It's not all necessarily factually accurate.
Anyone can put things onto the internet. It's it's freaks and things that put on things
one, right? Here's one that I read in a week, right?
Go on.
About this woman.
Yeah.
She was a bit of a punk, and to get her hair done like she wanted it.
Super glue.
Right? No. She got lard. Apparently it's a popular thing. You might know. Put lard on your head.
Yeah.
And you put it in the oven.
Oh.
Now, apparently the heat that you get from the oven is different from the sort of heat you get from an hairdryer. Right? And she had to do that to get the style that she wanted. But anyway, she comes into money or whatever, treats herself to a microwave. Right?
It's not true.
Opens the door, jams the things, like the little catch. So the microwave works. She jams it with a screwdriver or a knife or something.
Yeah.
Puts the microwave on, sticks her head in, boils her brain.
Don't be ridiculous.
Right? Well, why is that ridiculous?
Boils her brain.
She boiled her brain.
She boiled her brain.
And this is what's good about the internet. I went straight from that, and there was a subject about brains. And do you know that Russell Crowe, when he dies, he's given his brain to charity or something, some sort of some people who can do stuff with it.
She gave hers to Pot Noodle.
Vesta.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
boiling
the
a
sort of
skull.
Yeah.
It's not true.
It's not true, Karl. Just urban myths. Someone made it up.
Yeah.
For a laugh.
They're just too convenient urban myths. Everyone's you can tell an urban myth's not true because it's always this happened to a mate of mine, and when you say what happened then, they go, don't know, that was it. Was that it? Was it? Someone boiled a brain and that was it. There was no more story.
Well,
were there any dates, locations, times?
I think it was in Belgium.
That is a blinding record. And before that, Rick, what do you make of those adverts? They were great, weren't they?
I like them, yeah. I'm going to buy all them products on the way home.
And that's endorsed by Ricky Gervais. He's won awards.
Yeah.
Rick, do you remember this? This was a hilarious
No.
thing. No, you'll remember this when you hear it. It was when Karl said something that was basic. Well, I think for a lot of people it sounded like a lot of old bollocks. Man grows penis on his arm. I mean, why people are constantly losing their penises around the world? I've no idea.
But why
I didn't
on the
realise it
arm?
was a bit.
What do you mean why on the arm? It's just a graft, isn't it?
Yeah, but put it on your buttock or your side. You can't wear a short sleeve shirt. Why did they've done that before? I don't understand it. Why not just graph it onto the side of your leg or something where it's high up, close to where it should be?
I don't know. To get it used to the environment. Like when you would release a duck into the wild.
I've never understood that. If there's a doctor, again, we had a doctor last time, if there's someone who can let us know why they put it on the arm.
So they can keep an eye on it, presumably. He's not going to work with this knob on his arm. He's probably in a hospital bed and under examination.
Right.
So what do you think? They pop the knob on the arm, say, come back in 3 weeks. What do you do, by the way? I'm a mechanic. Keep the knob, keep the long sleeve shirt, because the blokes go, why have you got a knob on your arm, mate? What are you talking about? He doesn't go back to normal as a teacher. Sir, what is it, Simpkins? You got a knob on your arm. No, don't worry about that. Do your maths. What do you think this bloke's walking around with a big knob coming out of his arm?
Why on the arm?
So they can keep an eye on it. So it's not
But if
fiddling.
he's in bed, just get him to not put any undies on or whatever, and just have a little sly look at how it's going. Even in hospital, if you're in a shared, like, little hospital room, people going, oh, I've had heart problems, what's your problem? He's there with his arm out.
He's got his knob out. Yeah, but I don't think it counts as indecent exposure when they're grafting a knob on your arm, sticking that up the bed.
Imagine if he's driving, he's just got it out the window. People driving by.
Yeah.
In fact, at the end of the...
Is that bloke giving me the finger?
At the end of the man grows penis on his arm story, it says, a Moscow surgeon said the man will be able to have sex in a few months. He said, women will never suspect. What kind of a doctor talks like that?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's his cock now, seriously. The birds will never know. He'll be able to go berserk.
Yeah,
They'll never realise we grew it on his arm.
That is unbelievable. Will he have a little scar on his arm, do you think?
Yeah, I don't get it. Like I say, 83936 if there's a doctor out there.
Or indeed, if you've ever grown...
Or a tailor. Making you a shirt. What side do you wear your cock on, sir? It's my left arm.
So let's take us back a few steps, Carl. What's the story?
Right, so I did some research.
Right. Let's just recap again. There was a guy you read about who had his head chopped off. He was guillotined.
Yeah.
He had said to the people around him,
Count
I'm going
blinks.
to blink once I've had my head cut off to
So
show
the brain
that life,
can still...
or the brain
Yeah.
can continue to work after
Yeah.
death. Okay, so yeah, we queried that.
So you weren't having any of it?
Well, no, possibly for a few seconds till the oxygen stops being fed to the cells because the blood has drained away. But, nothing spectacular. So
Right,
go on.
well, along the similar sort of lines, right? This is quite a few years ago. This fella sort of upset the royal family doing something, right? So they said, this isn't good.
Wasn't Ben Outton at that Jubilee thing, was it?
I can't remember what it was, and they said, right,
That was terrible.
We're gonna cut your head off. You gotta show people that you can't be doing what you've been doing.
What was this, the 1970s? What you said a couple of years ago, you mean maybe sort of...
Was it the olden days when the phones weren't very good?
Ages ago.
Yeah.
Ages ago, sure.
So yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So
Very philosophical.
Yeah, imagine that when you wasn't here.
Take your head off.
This was literally ages ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go
Simon
on.
Sharma's History of Britain.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
and even before that, which is yonks before, when it was all mental and different. Sorry, Carl, go on.
So he's having his head cut off, and he's resigned to it.
it's a day before. He's kind of got it into his head now that I'm not going to have my head much longer.
Sure.
So he said, let's make use of this.
Yeah.
He said, I wonder how long the body can stay alive without my head on it, right? So they were like, I don't know. So
Hoover.
so
The jailers?
whoever he was asking.
These jailers with one eye.
Yeah.
Get out, pal.
So he said,
No, wait a minute, I've got an interesting scientific experiment, jailer. Well,
Yeah.
fair enough.
What is it?
So he said, what I want to do, right? He said, surely it's my last right. I'm going to be dead tomorrow.
Sure.
So let's
He
do a
didn't
test.
draw it out this long, did he?
Yeah, he said, let's test this out. He said, do us a favour. He said, it's my last day. What I want you to do is, you're going to cut my head off. Let's put a white line on the floor
Right.
and see if, because there's no point asking how far he can sort of walk without an head if there isn't a line, because you don't know what to count. Do you know what I mean? If he loses his head and he's running around all over the place, you can't really count
That's
that.
not impressive enough, yeah.
So they said, let's make a white line.
Sure.
Yeah. Who said this? He did or they did?
I think they started to join in with him and saying, well, let's make this a...
Sure. You guess it. Go on.
So,
They got Norris McWhirr down. The Guinness people.
Oh. Yeah.
so they said, let's get this white line.
Yeah.
And
Dedication's all you need.
we'll do this tomorrow. He said, all right, then, I'll see you in the morning.
I'll see you in the morning. Night, sleep tight. Bye-bye.
I love the fact that Carl knows exactly what was said. That's beautiful.
Yeah, he doesn't know the story or what order it's in or when
But
it
he knows
was.
exactly what
or
was
who
said.
said what, but he knows the intricacies. All right then, see you in the morning. Bye. Oh, kissy, kissy, kissy. Oh, I'm not like that. Oh, you joker.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Yeah. Anyway,
So he gets up.
do you want a paper tomorrow? No, I'm all right. Go on.
He gets up and they say, right, today's the day and that. And he said, well, I've got used to the idea. So here's a white line for you.
Got used to the idea.
Go on.
So they go, right, are you ready then? And he said, I go on. And they cut his head off. And the body walked 32 steps without a head.
Wow.
32 steps.
Incredible.
And that's the lesson, really.
Did it get as far as it walked along the white line, did it?
Yeah, it stayed along the white line, did 32 steps, and then started to stumble a bit, and it just fell over.
Yeah.
But, it was a test that your body can still keep alive for a little bit.
Yeah.
When you've lost your head.
Absolute twaddle. Absolute twaddle.
What do you reckon you can do then without an head? How many steps?
There'd be muscular spasm, right?
Yeah. It would twitch a bit.
It would, yeah. You could not distinctly take 32 steps. The body don't.
Yeah.
Is the doctor still on the line?
Yeah.
The fella that bought 6 parrots.
Yeah.
And you could have got 32 steps.
Right, so
A
you don't
beheaded
believe
man
that.
doing a bit of line dancing.
Right, you don't believe that, but something that you do believe that a cockroach can live a week without an head.
It can. Slightly different kettle of fish there.
Why?
Wow, insect to human is what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that difference.
There's not that much difference in
Well, of
some
course there
insects. Do you know that a snake has a heart and lungs and kidneys and stuff?
Go on.
No, well, I'm just saying.
So?
You're making out as if like they're a totally different
species. I am making out. I mean, call me old-fashioned.
Do you know what you're talking about? I don't want you embarrassing yourself, Rick.
Yeah, I am suggesting they're totally different beings. Yeah, that is. Yeah. Now, Carl, the cockroach is a very different thing. The interesting there is that it lives without its head, because a lot of it's on. There's some of them are phototropic, chemotropic. Some of them just literally have irritation and muscle memory. I mean, they do have a central nervous system, but it's very different. So if you lose the head, it bypasses a lot of that anyway. All this is running around. The reason it dies is because it can't take on water. But it's very different to a man, right, having consciousness and then losing that. And the body's still going, no, I think I remember what I was going to do here.
Yeah, so
I'm going to carefully walk 32 steps along this white line. Imagine you just looking down going, oh, missed a bit. Yeah. Maybe the head was in the corner going, left, left, left. Oh, he's now.
Well, let's just put it out. I mean, if anyone listening has maybe had a relative beheaded, maybe in a horrendous car accident, but they got up, maybe they went for a walk, they had a little chat before they passed on.
Carl.
Get in touch.
Carl, you are my favourite being. You are my favourite species.
Now, you, Carl, may not be particularly different genetically from a cockroach. You are,
why
generally
can cockroaches
speaking.
do that? Why whoever made them went...
Let's play a record.
Do you know what? When I told him this fact, I send him little facts on text messages just to inflame his, interest. I just sent him a cockroach can live 9 days without its head. He texted back, "What's the point of that?"
Yeah.
What's the point of
They're
that?
not doing experiments, these cockroaches.
He's a boring last week to have.
And he went, and on top of all that, you're thirsty. So it's the worst week of your life, isn't it? That week without your head.
Play a record.
Play a record, Carl.
Competition time next.
Oh. Look at his little face. Look at his little
You've not heard
face.
Carl's competition.
Oh, he could do without an head.
Made famous, of course, by Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
That's All Along the Watchtower, as originally done by Mr. Bob Dylan.
On XFM 104.9.
So, Carl, just take us through the moment where you gave this gift. Firstly,
So you went into Boots, right? You thought, all right, 100 condoms. Brilliant. Okay. Did you wrap it
I
up?
don't know if it was 100, probably 80.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Right.
You don't want to go mad, do you?
Wrap them up.
I'm just resting easy knowing that he's not trying to breed.
Right? No.
Yeah.
So I got her them. I got her Grease on DVD because she's always watching that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So just think of when her mum said, what did Carl get you? Some condoms and grease.
I was just so I'm glad he said on DVD.
And she was surprised anyway, right? Because
Yeah, I bet she was.
no, when she got
she was thinking like jewellery.
no,
So
right?
that showed her. That surprised you, hasn't it? All right.
So hang on, wait a
You
minute.
thought it was a holiday, didn't you? Yeah, look at your face.
You don't know me at all. So hang on. So did you give these on Christmas Day?
Right, what happened is she got in from work that Saturday, right? And I said, look under the tree.
Knackered. At least it's Christmas.
Yeah.
At least I'm going to get a little bit. Yeah, go on.
I said, look, you got some stuff under the tree, right? So
Did you give her a sugar lump?
Right, she was really chuffed with that. But she said she was a bit puzzled because I didn't know we had any wrapping paper, right? So I ended up using wallpaper.
You didn't take it off the wall though. You had some.
No, it was some left over, right? So she said, why have you used wallpaper? I said, well, I didn't have any paper and you were getting in a bit and I wanted you to have a surprise. So she said, can I have a feel of them? I said, no.
Presents.
She thought, right, I've got the right thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Christmas Day, I said, no, don't get carried away. It's nothing really good. You know, we said we weren't going to buy each other much. So there you go, open them.
Yeah, go on.
And
Can I just ask, had you received your present from her yet?
yeah.
So what had you received?
What did he have? Had some shoes,
Nice.
right? Getaway game for PlayStation.
Nice.
Which is all right.
I'm just totting up
Just
the
talk
value
the
of
value
this.
of those,
Go on, yeah.
And just also think about how much fun and pleasure you get from them.
Yeah.
Although, of course, condoms, I can see the
Well,
do it.
see the appeal.
Well, okay. So
yeah,
I think
but
I can.
also add to that bit 150 quid for a meal. If you're going to start
Minus.
totting up, 150 quid for a meal. I bought her some shoes, 72 quid.
Yeah, that was after the event, though.
Doesn't matter.
All right, so you received these, dare I say it, thoughtful and nice gifts. You handed over the box of condoms. They were wrapped up. She
Well,
unwrapped them.
yeah.
Go on, take us through it. Walk us through it.
Well, it's not something you play with on Christmas morning.
Oh God! Oh, right.
But when she opened
What
them,
did she say? What did she say?
Well, I wrapped them twice as well, so she thought it was something really good.
Extra
Like, oh.
protection.
Right.
And
So she thought it was something really good.
then
So the disappointment would be doubled.
Yeah, go on, yeah.
then she just opened it and went, oh yeah, so what's on the telly? And that was
God,
that. That was
ungrateful.
that.
What an ungrateful woman that is.
Well, if you got stuff.
Fancy not wanting
I told her.
a box of economy condoms from Boots.
I said to her about the thing about, you know, it's all about the surprise and that, innit?
Yeah.
You explained that to her?
Yeah.
What, after she'd unwrapped it?
Yeah. And
Thoughtful.
she was all right about it.
Yeah. She understood.
Rick, you know I suggested to him that he buy his girlfriend a gift. I'm worried I've done more damage to the relationship by suggesting that than if he had just forgotten.
Next time you've got to go shopping for her yourself, Steve.
I think I might do.
You've better go shopping for her yourself.
I'm glad it's all over though. It's mental.
Yeah.
It annoys me. The whole thing annoys me, and she knows that as well.
Yeah.
She should know. What? She still insists on having Christmas once a year.
Well,
Wow. I'm you know.
no, but well, anyway, what did you get?
I can't think what you bring to the relationship, Carl. I don't know what it is she's getting from you in this relationship. It's like she's
I
doing
think
all
we
the
know.
work. Well, yeah.
80 times. Oh God, God! I love it. You're brilliant. I know what she's getting. He's the.
What though? He's not thoughtful.
No, but he's thoughtful. He's the best he can do with the brain he's got. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
He's doing his best. He's absolutely doing his best. There's no.
He's working at the limits of his powers.
Do you know what I mean? Though he's done as well as he can with what he was given.
Sure.
Yeah,
I
and that's admirable.
Yeah.
It's like I think he's done better than you'd expect. I bet his teachers didn't even think he'd get this far. Do you know what I mean?
What? Find a girl.
No, well, yeah, a job, a girl.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Clothe himself. He's done really well. What do you think, Carl? You think you've done well?
I think I've done all right compared to some of my mates.
What are they doing now?
Probably not that much. Do you know what I mean? Mrs. Matthews said I wouldn't be an high flyer. I think I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I have a holiday every year. Got somewhere to live and that.
Yeah. Got a new flat, haven't you?
Yeah, so
where are they then? The condoms? Did she show them to her family and friends?
No,
Take
no.
them into work. Look what
I'm
Carl got me.
surprised she told Ricky. Actually, I was a bit disappointed in that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't go shouting around.
Well, she was so
what I got.
excited, Carl. Clearly, she was just so pleased and proud.
All right. Play a record. We come back to it.
No, that's it now.
All right, XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington, not here. It's the best of. You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted.
Something I watched the other night, that was just good. Again, you know, I learn stuff from the telly. I don't watch the news. Well,
you don't learn stuff from the telly. You know,
I'll tell you what, though.
You told us there's a fat baby in the world.
Forget about them.
There's a spider eats chickens and there was a fat kid.
Forget them in Iceland, right?
Yeah.
We'll give them Rockbusters later to do, right?
Iceland!
But what's her name? I'll tell you what is interesting, Steve. I didn't know that much about it. Autism.
Okay. Oh, good. With some more entertaining stuff on XFM 104.9. Just to cheer up people. Go on, then. What? Come on.
No, right. Have you heard about it, Steve? What
Autism.
It scares me to death when he comes up, when he touches on a serious subject. We've been talking about wheeling a dead pope round, the Chinese don't age well, and ginger people are hated. And now we're going to touch on a really, my heart's in my throat. Go on, Carl, then. Tell me your insights to autism.
Right, well, there was this, again, Channel 4 coming up with some good stuff at the moment, right? It might have been Channel 5. But what's the name?
It's the attention span I like!
These people who, they've got like this autism thing going on.
Yeah.
And they sort of take in a lot of information. They get sort of they get so into it that they know everything about that subject and what have you, right? And there was this lad who, he knew everything, right, about EastEnders.
Right.
He sort of, the cameraman was saying to him, so, you know, why EastEnders and that? And he said, I don't know, I just like it. And he said, I remember when I first watched it, it was a Thursday, it was 5 to 8, Pauline Fowler walked in, she had a pink jumper on, she said, all right, love. And he remembers everything from that moment on.
Yeah.
Right, and everything, which is great, but then the way the programme was making out, it was almost like they were saying it's a disability.
Right.
When in a way, it's more like a superpower.
Sure. Like Rain Man.
But if you can take
Rain Man.
No,
he has special autistic powers.
Oh God!
We must send for Rain Man.
I don't know what to do.
So he would be a great contestant on Mastermind, sort of autistic mastermind. He'd be
what I'm saying is, don't be watching EastEnders though. Sort of, why didn't they give him an encyclopedia and say, get into that?
Sure.
That'll be useful.
Yeah.
Keep him away from EastEnders. Wasting his time there. But I don't think it is a disability.
No.
Yeah, there are other things, and they're not. It's also autism is a matter of degrees. From what I know, and I'm sorry to have to do this, but I feel that I have to at least be the voice of reason, as ill-educated as I am on the subject. But I think there's degrees of autism. I think some are higher performance than others. There's other issues with it. It's not they're just got good memories. They don't go around doing tricks for people because they can remember stuff. There are other issues with it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, they seemed a bit...
But you watched the programme, what did you learn? That he knows when Pauline Fowler came in?
Yeah, I mean, there was other bits where they couldn't control their emotions and stuff.
Oh, that other little bit, yeah.
But the main bit of it was he can soak up information and stuff, and I'm just saying, it didn't seem really bad. Do you know what I mean? There's disabilities where people say that's a bad disability. It's like how people say about...
This is brilliant. This is just like this is amazing to be in a room with this man. It's incredible. You just wind him up and listen to what comes out. And I'm going to sit back now. I'm not going to defend you or explain anything. Just go on and tell me about the other disabilities that are worse.
No, what I mean is how people can sometimes easily get mixed up. How people are scared of like a cyclop. When at the end of the day, he's got a disability. A bloke.
Who's scared of a cyclop?
No, it's
apart from Jason and his Argonauts. Where's this cyclop that you're scared of?
No, I'm just saying in history and in books and that.
No, not in history. History happened.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of? You're mixing history with Greek mythology and Roman mythology and every other type of mythology. What do you mean there wasn't really a giant cyclop that went round picking up ships and throwing them around? That's not history, Carl. Do you think Batman's history?
No, but it was ages ago, wasn't it, when we were sort of forming.
No, I'm not saying it didn't happen ages ago. I'm saying it didn't happen.
Well, he might have done. What's so ridiculous about a fellow with one eye?
In the middle of his head, and he's big and scary and lives in a cave.
Why is he scary? Because what if he had 8 eyes, I'd be scared of him. At the end of the day, he's got a disability. We'll talk about it in a bit. That's the sort of thing I think we need now, right? We've covered a lot of stuff.
What, education?
Teaching, yeah.
Well, okay, what do you want to know?
Don't know.
Have you got something? Can you educate us on anything?
I've been reading bits.
So could we bring back just for one night only, educating Ricky?
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah? Do you think it warrants that?
I don't know enough about it. Do you know what I mean?
About what?
It sounds perfect. Play the jingle.
Oh, educating Ricky. He's getting smarter.
A couple of things happened in the week that I read about.
Okay.
Keeping up on what's going on in that.
Sure.
Yeah.
One was about that Galileo fella.
Okay.
Was it about 1636? Was it?
I think it might have been
not
earlier.
bad.
Go on.
Did some stuff with light and that.
Yeah, he did lots of physical experiments, yeah.
Is that it then, Carl? Is it? He did some stuff with light and that.
What did he do with light? What was that?
Well, I think he invented the first...
Telescope.
Telescope. So I think it's a particular lens, though, and he did experiments where he dropped famously two different weighted balls from Pisa, and they hit the ground at the same time, showing that it doesn't matter, the weight doesn't matter, but air resistance does, and stuff like that.
I think he probably explained it a bit better than that.
Yeah, but I'm talking to Carl.
Sure.
Did they need to know
He's
stuff?
just thinking about pizza.
Yeah.
Did they need to know stuff like that back then?
What do you mean, did they need to know stuff like that? It's just...
There weren't people going around going, I've got to drop these two things off the Leaning Tower of Pizza. I just don't know which one's going to land first.
Yeah, I need to know. Why do you need to
Bring me
know that?
Galileo.
Yeah.
It's for a bet.
Yeah.
No, but if I was knocking about then, I'd be like, stop messing with that. We need a telly. Or, do you know what I mean?
I bet he thinks the Flintstones is real.
I know.
That'd be brilliant. That's what I'd do if I was a caveman. I'd make a telly out of rock.
Yeah.
And a pelican
And a
as
car
a
that I
cement
just
mixer.
ran along the road with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we need a car.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't really got the internal combustion engine. Can you stick your feet through the bottom? Yeah, just get me a car, for Christ's sake.
Anyway, so I learned that. And then...
What?
You learned his name.
Yeah.
Other people I learned the name of this week.
Oh, if a chimp could watch telly. Go on, Carl, go on.
Right. Badly drawn boy, born again. Right, just get this educating Ricky out of the way. So, Turkey, yeah. So what is this again?
It's educating Ricky is the tip included.
Right.
Apparently a fellow was on holiday in Turkey. It's just having a normal holiday. Weather's good. You know, he's having a good time.
Waiters are all normal height.
Yeah. He's having his meal. He hears a load of screaming going on in the kitchen.
Hold on.
As his girlfriend wandered in there.
And they do,
With a step ladder.
the circumcised people in the kitchen, and apparently...
What are you talking about?
Whoa. Slow down. We were sidetracked there for a minute.
What are you talking about? I'm excited about two things at once here. One, they circumcised people in the kitchen. Two, I guessed it was someone losing the end of their knob.
He did, yeah.
I started thinking like Karl Pilkington.
Extraordinary.
That is amazing.
Apparently it was going on. It wasn't just a one-off either. Well, when I say a one-off, I mean they did it more than once.
Yeah.
Right. And there was it was there for a week, and apparently the first night it was quiet, and then the rest of the week, every day it'd be like having his breakfast, or even his lunch, or even his tea.
Yeah.
He'd be doing it all day.
Oh.
You'd be hearing
Lunch and
screams.
breakfast, fair enough, really.
Yeah,
Circumcision at tea time.
Don't do that.
And apparently it's a tradition over there. You can't even make a complaint about it. It's like, well, you should have found out before you come over.
See, I can't believe this is true.
Sorry, I'm a little bit
can't
lost.
believe this is
He was
true.
in a restaurant, in a hotel, and there were people having circumcisions in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I'm even worried that we're bordering on the racist here, suggesting that is tradition, that Turkish people cut the end of their cocks off in the kitchen
Yeah.
at meal times. I think you're wrong, Carl.
This just sounds ludicrous, Carl.
No, I don't think it happens everywhere.
Right.
I think this
Just in
Oh,
particular
this at this
restaurant.
hotel.
certain places,
Certain hotels.
certain hotels.
What, is it like 2-star?
Yeah. Why did he go to the Foreskin Inn? It was his own fault, wasn't it?
So that
Sorry, that's it, is it?
Have they closed?
Sorry, no, wait. That's the story. You educated me, right? Once a fella saw some Turkish people cutting the tip of their knob off in the kitchen. Thanks very much. Thanks very much, Carl. Got any more?
Well, there's things you can learn from it. Either don't go to Turkey.
No!
Don't have calamari when you're over there.
Carl, you've done it again.
Well,
It's the best of. You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted.
alright, so here's the first bit. So anyway, I found these things. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
So what's it? Explain this again.
Right, so I got back off holiday. The first job I found out I've got to do is work with Ricky for a voiceover.
I do a regular thing. I do X-Ray magazine, but I'm allowed to make the script up, and they said I could, so I did.
Right, so imagine this.
Well, I know you, Rick, and I know you like to put a lot of work into these things.
Yeah.
You want to do a good job.
So he rolls up, he says, let's do it then. He said, what's in the magazine? I said, well, here's a selection of stuff. This is what you've got to sell. He said, leave it with me. He goes into the little booth, and the first one he comes up with is this little advert for it, right?
X-Ray magazine. It's out now. It's £3.50 May edition. Music of Tomorrow. Dandy Warhol's picture, and there's a free CD with all the Placebo and the Donners and Smog and Nightmares on Wax, Alpine All Stars. Only £3.50. It's out now. Buy it, innit?
Have you got a sore throat there?
Well, that's all right, isn't it? And he was going, you can't. I said, we are doing that. I've done one. That is it. That's it. So I persuaded him. He went, right, okay, we can possibly put that on XFM, right? I'll have to see, right? And so I wouldn't do it again. And he went, but you need one for Capital. He said,
Right.
Capital will know what I went, right, I'll do one more for Capital. Right.
Because all the stations advertise the XFM magazine, right? So this is the one that you thought would be all right for them.
Ooh, hello, you loonies in Radioland. Dr. Frog here to tell you about the new edition of X-Ray magazine. It's out now and it's only £3.50. You've not heard of it? It's a great music magazine. And you get a free CD featuring bands like Placebo, They Wear Makeup, but Leave Them Alone, Gold Chain, Smog, OK Go, The Donners, and all great bands that you'll love to. Froggy here, hello. Bye. Ribbit, ribbit, Froggy says bye it.
Oh, well. So then, he says, that's it. You had your money's
Is
worth.
Dr. Frog still on there? He's still on Classic.
I said, that isn't going to go out. They're not going to be happy with that. He said, you've had your money's worth. I'm going.
Yeah.
So I'm left with that. I then have to get the bosses in. And because I've let him go, in a way, it's my responsibility.
Yeah.
So I've obviously thought I've got what I need. I had to play them to the MD.
What did he say?
And justify. Well, I was sort of thinking if I laugh, he might go, well, I don't get it, but he finds it funny.
Oh, brilliant. Well done.
So I was laughing, he was sort of thinking, you know,
Excellent.
is that it?
Brilliant. When do they go out then?
I think one of them's going out at the moment.
Excellent.
I think the first one's going out.
Brilliant. Well, let's play a great track then.
Is it Dr. Frog? I'd like to see Dr. Frog feature maybe on our show more often.
Okay. Oh, I've got some new comedy characters.
I can't believe we're
You know, I love the work of comedy greats like Chris Moyles and Noel Edmonds. I've got some really funny comic characters that'll be popping in and out of the studio.
Save them.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Can I just tell you a story that Carl told me a couple of weeks ago?
Is this another ghost story? Another
yeah,
spooky
it is,
story?
yeah. I called him out. I was, what are you doing? He said, I've just been reading ghost stories again. He said, you don't believe in them, but how do you explain this? Right, I went, go on. He said, I'll tell you as he told me it. He went, bloke, right, just sitting at home, doing, watching telly with his cat. And, the phone rings and it's a bloke going, is that fire, in your oven okay now? 'Cause your wife called. And Carl went, well, 1, there was no fire in the oven. 2, he wasn't married. I went, right. Go on. He went, well, then, right, there was a knock at the door and there was 2 sort of people in sort of white coats and they came and said, we've come about that fire. Your wife called us. He went, 1, there isn't a fire in my oven, and 2, I'm not even married. Right? And he said, and they saw the cat and they looked at the cat. It looks a bit weird at the cat came out, nothing. He said, and then he went back and sat down, phone rings, and they said, did they sort out the fire in the oven that your wife told us about?
Oh.
He went, 1, there is no fire in my oven. 2, I haven't got a wife. And Carl went, what do you think of that? I went, that's not it. He went, yeah. I went,
That's the end of the story.
What? He went, well, how'd you explain that? I went, explain what? I thought he was going to say, a year later we got married, but she died in an oven fire. Right? I thought it was going to be that. And I went,
That's
what?
people winding him up.
Yeah, or someone did report a fire oven, and their name was Johnson, and they looked up Johnson, they got the wrong thing, it was the gas board, and they sent around to the wrong person, right? Do you know, he went, yeah. I said, I explained it to him, he went, yeah. Why did they look at the cat funny?
Oh, man alive, Carl. This is really weird, right? I was in my house once, right, and the doorbell rang.
Yeah.
Right, I opened the door and there was no one there.
Yeah.
Right, and then I looked across the street,
There's some
right, and there were some kids running away.
Yeah.
Now, how do you explain that?
Yeah.
There was another time, right, where like I opened the door and there was a bird goes, "You've ordered pizza." I went, "I haven't ordered pizza," and I heard my mate upstairs giggling and putting the phone down.
Yeah. How do you explain that, Carl? Seriously, why did you tell me that story? What did you think it was weird about that?
The fact that it was 3 different people.
Is this all the information? Is that the entire story?
It was 3 different people.
Did you fall
hassling
asleep
him
and not read the
about
end?
A fire that didn't happen, about a wife that didn't exist, and a cat that didn't look happy.
Oh, I'm gonna have a heart attack, Carl. What? I mean, why did they look at the cat funny?
Because cats don't like spirits, do they?
What? And the other blokes were ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So these are kind of beetle about type ghosts. These are ghosts who walk the earth as the undead, just winding people up slightly.
That's lovely. That is lovely.
Seriously,
and a cat that did not look happy.
But seriously, why would ghosts wander around just like winding people up?
Oh,
Maybe something did happen there years ago. Some fire. Some woman might have died in a house of a fire or something.
Yeah.
And it's sort of all happened again.
Yeah, it's certainly a mystery.
Well, if you don't
it's a mystery. I mean, I can't.
What's this book you were reading? You were reading a book, which is interesting enough.
It was the Fortean Times.
Oh, Carl.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Right, okay, Educating Ricky, part 2.
Right. I'm committed to this treatment.
Yeah.
Is one.
Oh, I've got to go for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the other one is the police are causing a bit of a stir.
He still says it like it's the best thing he's ever come up with, which in a way is.
It could be. Right, go on then. I'm committed to this treatment.
Right. Do you know the saying?
Is it just sayings now? Are they all sayings? This
No, they're not.
Okay.
No, the other one isn't. Frog in your throat.
The saying, "There's a frog in your throat."
Yeah.
I assume it's when you croak a little bit. You sound like a frog.
No. Right. Might seem a bit weird, this one. Right. But years ago.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, well, what is that clue? Committed to this treatment?
It's about frogs Kermitted.
Probably works better with a K and an ER written down.
Well, also, if you pronounced it Kermitted,
yeah,
but not committed.
Committed to this treatment. Right, go on then.
That's genius.
So yeah.
Well, what?
You go to the doctors and you go with throat hurting a bit.
Right.
And what they did ages ago.
What year was this approximately?
We are going back quite a bit with this one.
Oh, okay, go on.
And the doctor would say...
did history. Imagine years ago, go on.
And the doctor would say, right, keep your mouth open, I need to look at your tonsils. And the jaw would ache a bit, because they weren't as quick back then, because they didn't have the technology and stuff, and they'd have to, like, stare at it and study it and stuff. And, like, they get an achy jaw, right?
Keeping their mouth open.
Yeah, like you get, you get a Mars bar or whatever it's. So, they'd sat there, and they used to always close their mouth, and it used to annoy the doctor, right? Sure. So what they did, they used to get a toad,
right,
and put it in the mouth.
Rubbish.
Okay, keep talking. Keep talking.
And that way, they couldn't close their mouth, because either they'd squash it,
right,
or apparently you're not allowed to lick a toad's back.
So the doctor would have them for breaking the law?
No, but it's poisonous, right? A toad's back. You should never lick a toad's back.
Or put it in your mouth, really.
Oh, just stop for a second.
Wait. What?
Can I just ask one question?
Go on, yeah,
ask one question.
I've got a few, but go on.
Sure. My initial thought is, it sounds like a brilliant bit of sort of medical knowledge there. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
My only thought is, how does the doctor see past the toad?
Yeah.
Your tonsils?
What's he actually looking at with the mouth open? Surely the toad is in the way.
Hopping around in the way?
It didn't say.
Sorry, and my first question is, was this on the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Carl, that is bollocks. That is, I mean...
Well, alright then. Let's turn this round. Where does the saying, you got a frog in your throat come from?
Probably because you sound a bit croaky. Probably that. Probably because you sound a little bit like a frog when you've got a sore throat.
Carl, did you not question it just for a moment when you read it? Just for a second, didn't you think that seems an odd approach? Firstly, why a frog of all the different
Because
species?
it's poisonous. It's poisonous. A toad.
So a toad, so it's a toad as well.
Yeah, well, that it worked. I'm committed. Worked.
No,
My point is, it's frog in the throat.
I was going to change it to. Have you heard the news, Toad Day? But I went with the frog.
Oh God!
Right. So
that's
think
rubbish.
about it.
So that's rubbish. Next, can I have?
Let's play a tune. Let's come up with a
God.
Can I just say? No, just play it. Just play it.
Yeah.
Yo, Carl.
104.9 XFM. Hello. I'm Karl. Ricky Gervais and Steve aren't here, so we're playing through some of the best bits. I say the best bits. It's the bits I came across first. I mean, I'm not wasting my time. I'm a busy man. You know what I mean? So here's another bit.
But I was in cinema. It's not long ago, and I went to see that. It was, I think I was off to see that film, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or whatever it's called. You know,
Well, they could be on the phone for that because there's subtitles. So it's not going to ruin it, is it?
Yeah, it wasn't her. I was sat next to another woman. She was crunching, a big fat woman.
No, but he's got a good point there.
Loads of people could be on the phone in there and it wouldn't sort of niggle you.
Fine. Well, at least we've cleared that.
Imagine if that was true.
No, because, well, it's like when you go on the tube and read a paper. There's loads of noise, but you can still concentrate, can't you?
He's got you.
Do you know what I
That's
mean?
such a great point, isn't it?
Right, yeah, because it's so easy to lose yourself in that magic realism world, you know, with all the sound effects and music and surging, exciting noise, and there's a woman clattering on going, yeah, well, I'll probably meet you later, Stange. Should we get some Diamond White in and around by the park?
Yeah.
Switch off. I do it.
Yeah, but we know what you're like.
Yeah, you can switch off, Carl.
It's like you could turn your ears off. That's the skill you
It's
have.
not the ears, it's the behind the ears.
Yeah.
It's the process that between the ears and the brain that you can switch off, so we can still hear all these things like a cat.
But I was in the there's this woman sat next to me, she was to a big fat one, she was crunching on some popcorn. Again, that's a crime. Why they're selling popcorn in cinemas? I don't understand why
She
the
needs to
noisiest
eat regularly,
why
she's
why the noisiest food in a cinema?
Yeah.
I don't understand why that's come about.
Yeah.
Really makes me angry.
Yeah.
She's sat there, right?
Smoothies. We want smoothies without straws.
Exactly. The trailer for that film AI, Artificial Intelligence, came on. Do you remember that? And the tagline was, David is 11 years old. He weighs 60 pounds. He's 4'6" tall. He has brown hair. His love is real, but he is not.
Oh, yeah.
And she just went, how old was he again? To her boyfriend. Right? Just ruined everything. War film trailer comes on for some Pearl Harbor or something. She goes, yeah, I don't fancy that. Just announcing this, don't fancy that. Too many war films. So then the trailer, then the opening credit comes on for Crouching Tiger. Before that, you know that thing that comes up that says it's signed by the BBFC and it has the kind of certificate and everying, and that certificate to say what age you have to be to see it. That came up, and it said Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in brackets subtitles. She went, it's not subtitled, is it? I thought this was the most famous foreign film for years. It won Oscars. It was a huge film. Everyone knew it was foreign. She goes, it went, and so the credits begin. It says Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. She went, stupid name for a film.
What? She just
She
wanted
paid
it.
to see it. She was with her boyfriend. So then it starts, right? And obviously it's in Japanese or Mandarin or something. She's like, yeah, and they're all talking in Japanese.
Japanese or Mandarin.
Whatever it is. So they're speaking in this, Japanese language, Oriental language. And she's going, don't they sound stupid? Oh, ching chong 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 chong. Don't they sound stupid? She's going, and then the subtitles come up, and it's quite a weird kind of strange language they're talking. And she was going, can't make the subtitles out either. It's both gobbledygook. Just wittering on every step of the film.
I totally agree with you, but what I like in your telling of it, I know you start getting quite
I'm
emotional.
genuinely livid.
But she went Mandarin or Japanese, some Oriental language. And
Well, I don't know what else.
It's a strange language. It's a strange language.
Well, anyway.
Oh, dear.
So then I moved. I climbed over several seats, made a big huff of, make a big show of moving.
Yeah.
Sat next to a guy on the phone, just chatting on the phone.
Oh, I'd have gone mental at that.
So now I hate that film. I didn't enjoy it. I don't like seeing it. I don't want to even think of it.
It's subtitles, isn't it?
Well, rubbish.
That's why I get videos.
Yeah, I should have thought that through, Carl. You're absolutely right.
Lamb chop.
Yeah, let's play Lamb Chop. This is brilliant. This is from this CD that came out recently with Uncut magazine. Occasionally they put out some quite interesting free CDs. And this was one that had various covers of Rolling Stones songs. And a lot of them were, quite shoddy. But this was a brilliant, specially done, I think, for the CD. It's Lamb Chop doing a version of quite an obscure Rolling Stones song called Backstreet Girl. It's just beautiful. Let's hear it. Well, listen, I'm a big fan of that TV show. It's on digital TV. A lot of people won't have it. But Inside the Actors Studio with James Lipton.
Yeah.
And he interviews lots of big Hollywood stars, and he always asks them these same questions at the end. Can I just run a few of them past you?
Go on.
Okay. So, if you could do any other profession other than the one you do now, what profession would you do?
Can you just change that to apart from a paper round?
Apart from a paper round.
Oh.
If you could do any other profession, Carl.
And it doesn't matter about, like...
It doesn't matter if you've got the skills or anything. In an ideal world, if you had the ability.
Well, I think I'm about to buy somewhere, so I reckon something, you know, using tools and, like, doing a bit of plumbing and that.
So a plumber?
Well, sort of an all-rounder.
Right. A handyman.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think... You know, you don't get paid that much, but it's useful, isn't it? So
But you get your own show, couldn't you, with Carol Smiley eventually?
well, all that, but the money that you don't make, you save by not having to pay someone else to do the chores. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, I don't know what that sentence meant.
Right.
No.
A plumber. How much is the average plumber on?
The money you don't make, you save on not getting someone else to do it. No, just think of that. No, look, break that sentence down. Are there any...
Sorry, Rick. Sorry, but people who live in glass houses.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just go back to Lipton quickly. We've got a couple to get through here. So, your favourite noise or sound? Favourite sound or noise?
Oh,
Is it me?
no.
It's not me.
Hang on a minute.
It's not me. Are you sure it's not me, Carl?
I like Elvis.
Noise.
Elvis. In the ghetto.
The sound of Elvis.
Elvis in the ghetto. Brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your least favourite noise or sound? I don't think it should really be records and music. Noises, things that you hear at home or whatever.
Maybe like a sound of a...
The least favourite noise?
Least favourite.
The sound of...
Probably like...
sound of ghosts?
Fire engines and that.
Right.
That's annoying.
Except if your house was on fire, presumably.
I think it's a bit unnecessary.
You think they're just doing it to wind people up?
I live on like a busy street and it's happening all the time, and it is like... Just sort of have a blast of it, and people will hear it. You don't have to keep it going.
Yeah,
Sure.
So that is pretty annoying.
And if heaven exists, Carl, when you get to the pearly gates, what would you like God to say to you as He welcomes you into heaven? What would you like God to say to you?
Who asks these? What show's this?
It's a programme where celebrities are interviewed by a guy, an American interviewer, and he always asks these questions at the very end.
What would I say to God?
What would you say to God if you believed in heaven, and if heaven exists, when you eventually go up to heaven and you're welcomed in through the gates by
your
God,
Parker and your stussy t-shirt and your...
what do you want God to say to you as He welcomes you in?
Say, you know, right? Don't know. Just be friendly.
Well, we're running out of time. We've got to get on with the show. It's near the end. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope the scientists stuck in a big, hut in the middle of nowhere in pitch darkness, 10 of them.
I imagine they've been fascinated, Rick, by the finger up the arse discussion. We had
Chinese don't age well, gingers, all that.
The big fat kid.
Well, actually, they're probably secure in the knowledge that if they want to kill some time and it's dark, there's nothing better than stick your finger up someone else's ass.
Exactly.
So enjoy that. But they've been hanging on for Rockbusters clues, I imagine. Mm-hmm. There's the answers. Go on, give us the clue again quickly.
All right. So the first one was the fella let his wife know how he got the bruise on his legs.
Go on.
Right. That was Courtney Love. Yeah. Courtney Love. So that's Courtney Love.
So that's
the first one. CL.
So that one's fine.
The second one. That potter.
What am I doing? Letting that one go?
Just let it go.
Am I just letting that go?
Annoyingly, we haven't got time to take issue with it, Rick.
Okay.
That Potter lad, he's got a lot of bottle, hasn't he? Doing all that stuff with the wizards and that.
Go on.
That's Brave Harry. Yeah, the Bravery, current sort of XFM band, the Brave Harry. That works as well.
No, it doesn't.
And the last one.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't work.
The Buddhists.
It doesn't work.
Won't be able to get in their temple without
Doesn't
these.
work. Brave Harry. Doesn't work. Brave Harry.
The
Brave Harry.
Buddhists won't be able to get in their temple without these. TM. That's the monk keys, right? So who got all them?
The monk keys.
Who got all them? Right.
Which band are called the monk keys?
The monkeys.
Oh, the monkeys.
Yeah, the monkeys.
What are they again?
Is the tip included?
Yeah, go on that one.
Right. In Turkey.
Nice.
It's not actually.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I went, and there was them little fellas after Suzanne in the kitchen.
What? What do you mean?
We stayed we went to Turkey.
You went to Turkey and there were some little fellas.
Well, they had quite a few sort of midgets working in the kitchen.
Why? Is it a theme?
No,
was it a theme holiday?
I don't know. Might get them cheaper or something.
Was it?
So they were
get
working.
Them cheaper?
They were working in the kitchen, and one of them fancied Suzanne and kept sort of eyeing her up, and she was winding me up, saying, "Oh,
not eyeing up and down, just eyeing her up."
Anyway, no. So
what was she doing in the kitchen?
No, it's like a pick what you want to eat like Buffy, but you have people clearing the tables and that ready for you to come along.
Are they low tables?
And you know, he was just keeping an eye on her.
What did he say though? Was he
He was Turkish, so I don't know what he was saying.
But he was a
little fella, yeah.
Did he?
What do you mean a little fella? What do you mean little fella?
Sort of dwarf-like.
What do you mean dwarf like? He had magic powers, or he was 4 foot?
No,
what do you mean, Carl?
A little bloke, just like a normal bloke, but small. If you stood him in the desert, you wouldn't know.
But he'd be hot and says, right, Carl.
You should watch out for the monkeys.
Yeah, underground.
There's underground monkeys.
Look, you can't just say there was a little midget fella who was eyeing up my girlfriend and then leave it. What do you mean? What was happening? This is a story to us. This is much more interesting to us than, and she was deaf, right, and she hit her head. That's much more
I don't understand how it manifested itself. Did he come over and say something?
No, do you know when it's like girls know, don't they? When someone fancies them.
What do you mean there was lots of them as well?
Do they? That's worth knowing.
Listen, right, come on, right. So you went to this holiday, yeah?
Yeah.
And you went into the dining room or something?
Yeah, downstairs.
And you looked over.
You thought, this is all, there's no one serving.
Yeah, and they go,
Wait a minute.
Hold on, you look down and there was a little waiter.
There was loads of them running around busy.
Why though? Why did they get
summer?
What do you mean?
Because it was in
loads of them.
summer.
They had more of them
They
on.
come out in summer. They come out in summer.
What do you mean they had more? What do you mean?
Because it's busy, isn't it?
Well, no, but they hibernate in the
Why
winter.
were they all midgets?
I don't know, maybe it doesn't heat stunt your growth or something.
No!
Well, they just happened to, maybe it was a thing that they did for tourists or something, I don't know. I just got on with my meal. It was a holiday, do you know what I mean?
God.
Right,
So it's a midget serving. I'm not going to ask any questions.
Right, okay, yeah.
So they're all little fellas running around, and this one always was like, you know, oh, do you want a new serviette? You know what I mean? Going out of his way to sort of...
for turning on the charm.
Yeah, he was going out of his way. The others weren't.
Right. I think what was happening is he'd been working with Santa all the winter.
Yeah.
This is sort of little summer break.
This one
He
was
hadn't
your
seen a girl.
waiter, and so he was being polite to you.
Maybe.
But what did Suzanne say then?
Well, she was using it to wind me up.
What was she saying? Oh, he's...
Oh, just like, you know, look.
he may be small, but he's
Well,
built like a...
Yeah, he's all man.
so...
Were you jealous of a midget then? You were jealous of him?
It is a bit annoying, isn't it?
Why?
It wouldn't bother me as much now, because I've been with her for ages.
Right.
But at the time, that might have been one of our first holidays, and it's like, you
don't
know,
want to be
what's going on? I paid for this holiday.
Yeah.
And then you get off with a midget?
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway,
But it doesn't matter because you got chatted up by a bearded lady. So.
yeah.
tell you what, no, that's got nothing to do with that.
What were you going to say? What were you going to say?
I was going to say the hotel was half board, and maybe.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say it's just one of her shortcomings.
So listen, right?
Play a record, Carl. Oh, that was great. That was very, very funny.
What a wonderful clip that was.
I enjoyed
Do you
it.
remember that?
Yeah.
Well, it was a few weeks ago, wasn't it? Really? I mean,
I think it was last week.
we'd have to have very, very bad memories not to remember that hilarious clip. I'd like to hear that again maybe in a couple of weeks' time when I'm away.
Yes, absolutely.
It's embarrassing, isn't it? And we, you know, but the good thing is, on telly, I feel a bit guilty about putting out shoddy rubbish because I'm getting paid an awful lot.
Yes.
But here, you know, I don't give a They can bleep that.
They will do.
Eminem, Sing for the Moment, on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant, with 5 little hamburgers.
Got 5 burgers here, yep. And so I don't know, how should we begin, Carl? Do you want to just look at the size of these burgers? They're quite small.
Look, they can see it on webcam, can't they? They can see us stuffing these burgers into your mouth. And by the way, I'm filming this, Steve. Look,
Brilliant.
Look, I've got a little camcorder. We'll put this on unseen footage on a DVD or something.
Or maybe on the website.
On the Oh, Carl, what if you break the record?
Okay, Carl, I'm coming round now to just monitor this and adjudicate.
What's the web? If you want to see this on the webcam, what is it?
xfm.co.uk.
Right, okay. Hold on. Can I, Steve,
I'm
can
not
I
being
do that?
funny. I'm not being funny, right? But I think I have got like a bit of a wheat thing.
You've got a bit of a what?
A wheat allergy
Oh,
thing.
don't give me that.
No, seriously, my head's... I've been eating a lot of shredded wheat recently. And my head's got a bit bigger.
Carl, I don't think you can let us down now, mate. So you just got to put that...
No, I can't put that like that in my mouth on its... I've got to break it up. I've got to break it up.
Can't break it up.
Can't break it up.
It doesn't say you can on the rule thing.
It does.
It doesn't. I can't look. I physically can't.
Try it.
I can't look. I'd have to be Jay Goody to be able to do that. Seriously, look. Oh.
Try it. Yeah, I know, but you're not approaching it right. That's it.
Come on.
That's all.
Oh, God, he's not going to do one.
Keep going. That's good work. Keep going.
How do I get three in? Keep pushing.
Ease it in.
Ease it in. Keep pushing. Get one in at least.
Ease it
Get
in.
one in at least. Get one in.
Ease it in.
Get one in. Push it.
That's one. Let's go for another one.
Let's go one.
I reckon you got to rip it up a bit.
Okay, do that then. See how many you can get in. You've got to get in two.
No, just one.
No.
Well, it's
no,
three,
pack it in. What do you do? Pack your cheeks first.
Honestly, Steve, my head is swelling a bit because I have got a wheat allergy.
That'd be good then, there'd be more room. Right, okay, look, Carl is now just sticking it in his cheek.
Yeah.
Don't eat any.
You can't swallow any. It's like a hamster. You got to work it like a hamster.
Yeah, stick it in. Come on.
He looks like Marlon Brando in The Godfather.
Come on. Don't lose any yet. Right.
Pack it in, then use your fingers to pack it in.
Come on.
Wedge it in. Like you're grating the bath.
I can't do this either.
Keep going, don't give up so early. This is part of the problem. You just give up, Carl, too quickly.
You failed again. It's like your history O level. Come on, Carl. Come on. Do something well. Succeed at something. Push it in. You've got nearly half a burger there. Oh, I'll come round there. You're chewing. Don't chew.
I've got a bit of food.
I don't know what he said, but is that
a whole one? No, it's not. I can see bits left.
Come on, Carl. Come on, keep working at it. We keep working at it. But there's so much space in your mouth, I can see it.
He's going red. Okay, we'll do another one. We'll do another one.
That one then.
We're doing it. Oh, are you alright?
Are you going to be sick?
Are you alright?
Alright.
Oh God, should we play a record? He's making my eyes water now.
I'll find a different one for you.
Find a different one for
What
him.
about most grapes eaten in 3 minutes?
I'll go. Do you want to do that? Grapes are easy, aren't they?
That's easy. Great.
Come on, grapes are easy.
Come on, don't make him laugh. He's choking. He's choking. Oh, Carl.
Quick!
Keep going, Carl.
Come on!
What happened? Did you just throw up?
No! Don't make him laugh!
Oh,
Come on!
we can make wine. Come on, Carl. You're doing so well,
Carl.
mate.
I want to go. Come on. Only.
Why are you making him laugh? That was a world record attempt.
Come on. He's over.
Keep going.
Come on! You got 25 seconds. Come on.
Oh, I think that was a shame actually because you were doing well, but something went wrong.
I know, and I think those are bigger grapes than the ones I've seen before. They're quite big grapes. Look at his face, he looks so despondent. Come on, Carl, 8 seconds. Just a few more. 5. Come on, what's the matter?
2, 1. It's all over, Carl.
It's all over. Better count how many you did. You can get good at this. We can get good at this over the weeks.
I think that was a fairly pitiful attempt, actually. I really thought you had a... It's interesting, actually. These are harder records than you might think.
Yeah, I know. 6, 8, 10.
How do you feel after that record-breaking attempt?
Not happy with that.
What are you not happy about?
The fella who did it, was he in hospital and just had loads of grapes? I was bored. I'm sure he wasn't producing a radio programme, that's for sure.
Well, to be fair, neither are you. What was tricky about it? What did you find hard?
I think having Ricky standing over me, sort of shouting, "Go on!" isn't normal.
No. But that wasn't...
He hasn't eaten any! Hold on, that's 50, you have to.
That's quite a poor attempt then, by the seam of it. Would you think about trying to maybe do that again in a couple of weeks? Would you do some practice and try that again?
Leave it for the experts.
And I noticed a tricky point. Maybe sort of when you had about 50 seconds to go, you seemed to be spewing things into the bin. What was that?
Again, mainly Ricky standing over me. So
88. He's got 88 left.
Okay, so what's the mental arithmetic there? Because we put how many in? It was 150 in the thing, wasn't it?
What did I say? What did I say I had left?
Well, I'm not doing it again.
88.
So
you had 88 left.
So
62. God, you're only at 62. What's the matter with you, Carl? There's people start you at 62. That is rubbish.
That's disappointment.
Let's leave
So
that.
you failed on 2 world record attempts then.
That's 62, and the record's at... That is rubbish. What were you doing?
Oh, yeah, but like I said, I've got a small throat. I can't drink a drink quick. Ever since the Mr. Freeze Pops when I was 6, that I nearly choked on, I nearly died on, I can't go back. It'd be like asking, I don't know, someone who got run over to play Frogger or something.
What's Frogger?
Is this something that happened to a friend of yours, or is this...
No, I read about it.
You read about it, okay.
There's this little lad, right?
Okay.
First of all, it's years ago, right? When they didn't have decent doctors in like every town and that.
Yeah.
And this little kid is dead ill, right?
Yeah.
And the local doctor.
Well, there's a phone call involved, so I don't
Yeah,
really
well, let
get
me
the
get
impression
to it.
that it's like medieval
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't say that. I just said it's years ago. So this kid's ill, right?
Yeah.
And he's lying in the bed, and he's all going funny colour and that.
Yeah.
And his mum says, I'm going to get the local doctor around. The local doctor comes round, and he says, I don't know what's up with him. He said, leave it with me.
Leave it with me.
He said,
the doctor said that.
I'll have he said I'll phone up a top doctor,
okay,
who was in America or something like that. And so he goes to the phone in his office and he calls America, and because it's years ago, the phone line isn't that good, it's all crackly and that, right?
Yeah.
So he's talking to the doctor and he's saying, I've got this kid, he's a funny colour, and he's really weak and that. I don't know what's
he's
up
not
with him.
giving him much to go on.
Right?
Sure.
So the American doctor, right?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, what you want to do? And it's all breaking up, right?
Yeah.
He goes, what you got to do? You got to, it's all breaking up. You've got to give him some parrot's blood, right?
Some parrot's blood?
Well, that's what he thought he said, but the line was really bad.
Yeah.
He meant parents' blood, but he heard that he said parrot's blood. He said, right, I'll do that, leave it with me.
I can see where this is going.
He goes to a pet shop.
Yeah.
He says, give us like half a dozen parrots.
Sure.
Takes them round to the kid's house, takes the blood from the parrots, puts it into the kid's fine.
The kid's fine.
I've never
It worked.
such a load of shite in my life. I've never heard such twaddle, such just made up, enhanced, exaggerated bollock in my
a
life.
load of old rubbish, Carl.
I mean, when he told me this, he said, the doctor said, what do I do? And the doctor on the other end said, give him some blood. And the doctor went, where do I get blood from?
So hang on, wait, I just need to
where do I get blood from? Give him some parents' blood. Give him some parents' blood. Give him some parents' blood. Yeah.
But hang on, I just need to know where you read this.
Carl.
Where was this? Where did
I
you read
stitched
this?
you up. You know what he said? He said, so do you believe it? I went, tell it to Steve. He went, do you believe it? I went, tell it to Steve. Carl.
Where did you read it?
That was on the internet.
What?
About
Where is it on the
illnesses.
internet?
Badly Drawn Boy on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. I'll tell you what, the Stoney's then.
Oh.
This Thursday at the Grosvenor House Hotel.
Yeah.
Everyone in Radio's Anyone has entered their show in different categories saying, they get it down to,
Winners this year included the brilliant Dominic Mohan, former showbiz editor of The Sun.
lots of people won. Lots of people won gold. Lots of people won silver. Lots of people won bronze. We didn't get a sausage.
Nothing.
This show was deemed not worthy of anything. I mean, not a look-in. The panel looked at it and said, well, no, definitely
is not radio.
Didn't get a vote. See, that annoys me on so many levels. Let me tell you one, right? I've never complained about losing an award, okay, ever. Yeah, mainly in TV. I know we've won a lot, but we've been beaten by Peter Kay. Good luck to him. He's brilliant. Beaten by Phoenix Nights, the sitcom. A lot of people like that more than the Oscars, vice versa, right? No qualms. But the shoddy shite that I heard that night beating us, I was furious. I don't understand. There's people regional. It sounds like hospital radio, right? I mean, I shouldn't even be on XFM. I thought, you know, it's beneath me.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, give them a hand, right? Let's show them. And I want to know who the panel was as well. I do not believe it. How can they I was looking back over some of the shows, right, before I get Carl, and I've just done a little excerpt of, you know, a trailer of what we do, what we're about, and I don't know how the panel could overlook this. Play a bit, Carl, please. Shaking her muff, minge and tits around does not make her a hoe, then what does?
These kids at school with big heads.
Carl, what are you talking about?
Shut! Oh, my name is Holy Fuck.
Right,
Yeah.
there's this monkey that was on a train station.
Right.
What if you mean cock to mean penis?
It was my Down syndrome son.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
So we've still got monkey news coming up.
You're an idiot! You know what I mean?
That's, to me, quality broadcasting.
I don't know how they can say that isn't worthy.
That's what we sent in to the Sony people. They listened to that. How they didn't think that was dynamite stuff. It doesn't make sense. Actually, I've been thinking about this since Thursday because I've been a little bit down in the dumps.
Yeah.
What I think it is that with the TV show, the TV stuff we've done, Rick, we put a lot of work into that.
Yeah.
We get the script, we got the script, we
Yeah.
spend a lot of time on it. What this show is about, it's very much about spontaneity, it's about our personalities, and I don't think we're ever going to win an award for our personalities. I think that's where we're going
Do you know
wrong.
what I think? I think that when we're together, with the auteurs of The Office and, you know, and we're strong on it, and we're just two, we write it, we direct it, you know, we cast it, we even worry about the font and stuff on the, you know, we do everything. There's a weak link in our midst, I think.
On the radio show?
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm just trying to think what the common factor is, because on the award-winning TV show, it's Bliss You and I.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what, can we play a record and let me think about this, because there must be something
There's got to be a factor.
that isn't in The Office that's in this, that means that The Office is award-winning and this is a pile of shite.
It's interesting. I mean, I don't think our number one fan, Dickie Anderson, Richard Anders, was on the panel. Although he here has emailed in. He's got a couple of thoughts as to maybe why we.
What is Dickers doing, man?
Dickers says, commiserations on not winning a Sony. I can't believe you didn't win. Naturally. I mean, apart from your show's obvious lack of quality and effort, having a monkey for a producer, offering the biggest load of tat as competition prizes, saying hairy Chinese kid 48 times every show, Rockbusters, not bothering to turn up for weeks on end, only having 3 listeners, introducing the comedy characters Camp David, Harry Fook, which I think he spelt wrong there, Stephen Merchant. I'm not a character. Apart from insulting every race, religion, and sexual orientation, bickering like schoolgirls.
We haven't done everyone yet. We have not insulted everyone yet. There's loads to go.
Despite the fact you generally bring misery into the lives of anyone who listens, I thought you were surefire winners. Better luck next year.
Well,
I mean, a couple of constructive, criticisms there, but generally, I still can't nail it.
Was he on the panel?
Well, I don't think so. Well, he's a fan, so.
Yeah. Well, no, he's clearly a fan. I mean, he obviously loves the show. Because he has hit the nail on the head.
Oh.
Which.
Yeah.
But, what should we do? Should we give up or should we try harder? That's always my dilemma in life.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I've always gone for the first one.
Give up?
Yeah, why bother?
Yeah.
If they can't see, just give us the award.
Yeah.
And then worry about it later and we won't let them down.
Yeah.
Now they've got blood on their hands. We're gonna.
Yeah.
What should we do? Give a couple of months notice?
I think so.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I mean, seriously. I mean, I think.
I'm being serious. I'm not being wacky now. We haven't told Andrew, but
I think we've won our course with this show.
Yeah. So let's. Okay, we'll give it a month, and it's because the Sonys didn't give us anything. Play a record.
Yeah.
There you go.
You got to do a bit longer than that.
No, we haven't. Got to give a month's notice.
No, you got to work till about September if you're gonna.
No, we haven't. No, we give a month's notice. Whatever they give the money back, something like.
Well, you give your money back.
Yeah, I know. What are you going to spend your 80 quid on?
True. Oh, that's a wonderful, wonderful clip, and a great record that preceded or followed it. I'm not sure. But could I make some dedications?
Yeah.
Because I last week. Just before we had to come in to record this, I popped out trying to get onto the tube, and I had a nightmare because there were millions of protesters, so-called protesters. Now, a lot of them obviously doing good work. There was one fella, I think you'd have appreciated it, because I know you are very politically active, and I think this guy has really studied hard, and he's realised the best way to make his voice heard on the international political stage is to ride around on a tricycle wearing a jester's hat. He was really shaking up the bloody government.
I wouldn't want to be George W. Bush about now.
Not indeed.
Once he sees that.
Once he sees that guy.
Imagine his aides rushing in and going, George W., look at this guy. Where's that? That's in London, England. Okay, call off the forces.
Is that a large tricycle?
Yeah.
Is he wearing a nappy?
Get me Colin Powell. Why'd you call him Colin, not Colin? It's the way he likes it. Don't about. Just call off the troops. There's a in a jester's hat. Call the troops off.
Just bleep some of those bits.
Right, here's the last clues of the year. You had, there's a load of letters there asking for advice. Put them on Claire's desk. That was F. That was for foreigner. Foreigner.
I don't know what you mean.
Claire Rayner, she took advice, she gave people advice. So that's a foreigner.
That is shit.
Right.
I'm sorry. That might be Christmas. That is absolute garbage.
A lot of people got the right answer.
I know. That annoys me even more.
The second one, ask your mum.
Foreigner.
Yeah.
Foreigner.
Second one, ask your mum if you should. That was S. That was Shalimar. Shalimar. Right?
No, bizarrely, what was the clue there?
Ask your mum if you should.
Now, we got a lot of people saying Smashing Pumpkins as the answer to that. I don't know who's saying that today, Mum. Smashing Pumpkins. Merry Christmas, Mum. Smashing
Thanks
Pumpkins.
very much. Nice bollocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Right.
Smashing Pumpkins. Your dad bought for me for Christmas.
Yeah.
And the last one,
Lovely plums. What, my Victorians?
Oh, God.
right, we've got to wrap it up.
Come on, then.
A couple of people were arguing in the supermarket at the fruit and veg counter. That was B, that was banana drama. They were like having an argument.
What do you mean banana drama? What, no, wait. What group is banana drama? What group is banana drama?
So,
You're a fool. You're a twat.
Well, you say that, but you accuse Carl of that. You're also accusing lots of the listeners, including the winner, Nicola Rogers of London, and she wins those great prizes, and she got them bang on. So
Banana drama.
so can we finish there now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you mean? What do you mean? Can we finish there now?
Just play the ads and go.
What?
no, what are you talking about? We're going to play Jodie Nicholson all day.
Play that then.
Goodness me, Carl! Look at you.
We haven't got time.
Merry Christmas, Carl.
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah.
Carl.
Enjoy the show.
Let's give him a little kiss.
Oh, a little kiss.
Oh, no, I can't.
With tongues, it's Christmas.
No, don't. Stop messing about. Get up!
Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, and Karl Pilkington. Not done a lot. Maybe you should earn your money as you get to Mondays off for this 2 hours of nonsense.
What are you on about? I've done loads of stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
same old.
Yeah.
Let's have something new, something
Come on.
fresh.
Well, I've been looking around, right, on the internet for stuff.
On the internet.
Yeah.
Your Bible, where you get all your information about the world and the universe and morality from.
And you know, like, how I always say to you, I don't really read that much of it, I just read the headline,
Perfect.
right?
Yeah.
Anna Nova have sort of nicked that idea to grab you.
Nicked what idea?
Well, to sort of get to the meat straight away at the top. Do you know what I mean? The headline to the story and everything.
What?
Right, these are
But
stories.
the headlines already existed. That was why you thought that was a good
not
idea.
like this, though.
All right.
Headline. Well, these are all headlines, right? Vibrating shoes could stop elderly falling. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, God.
You don't need...
Vibrating shoes could stop elderly falling.
Yeah, that's the story. You don't need to read on. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Right,
could you read on anyway?
Can't be bothered.
Read on anyway.
Well, you have a look at that in a bit, right?
All right.
So,
Okay,
it's
so what
interesting.
this is frustrating radio if you're sitting at home.
No,
well,
but
it's not on. They've turned it off.
If you want to know more, you know where to go. That's what I'm saying. That's what they should do in the news. Get the news done in
Bong.
a minute.
There's a good story about Iraq.
Right.
Bong. Look it up.
shoes.
Look it up on the internet. Anna Nova.
Give us another bong.
Bong.
Family sick of living on Butthole Road.
Oh, brilliant. Bong.
Man wears same shoes for 60 years.
Oh, bong.
This isn't that good. Some fella pulls a train with his teeth.
And in lighter news.
I remember that. General Donald, this one isn't very good.
And the last one, man fails to break clothes pegs on face record. She's always good. But that's the one I did read on about.
I love that out of all those. That's the one he went on about. Go on then.
Just
Why is that news? He fails to make a record. So did I today.
I know, yeah.
I failed the long jump record today.
Yeah, didn't even take part.
No, I was rubbish.
But what are the rules on world records and that?
I don't know if there are rules. There are certain things you can't. I mean, it's the Guinness Book of Records, isn't it? Really, that's the arbiter, isn't it?
Yeah, but is there anything, if you said you wanted to do it, would they say, well, you can't do that?
Yeah, they've stopped some gluttony records. Obviously, things that are in danger. It's anything that's illegal. Yeah, anything that's immoral.
Yeah, like that American serial killer that just got discovered.
Yeah.
Having killed 47 women. I don't think he can make that into the Guinness Book of Records.
No, because people would be trying to beat it, won't they?
But there was some other story about a fella eating watches and that. That can't be good for you. So why don't they say, look, don't do that, do something else?
He wanted to stay regular.
Do you know what I mean? Though? I just wondered.
What do you mean he was eating watches?
He just said he was eating watches. He got about 3 in about a minute.
How would he time it?
Do you know what I mean, though?
Look at Carl. I love that look at Carl. Carl is looking back and forth. You know when you sort of you go to a cat and it looks back and forth between two people. That's very much like Carl's looking at us now.
Or when like a child sees a midget or something in the street. They're just transfixed, aren't they? And the parents go, don't stare.
When we were pushing Ash, yesterday, our producer's in a wheelchair, and we were pushing
He's
through
not
the
a
VC.
midget, we should make
No,
that
he's not a little midget. He's not tall. But we were pushing him through the VC, and this little kid just came up and just stood in front of him and looked at him.
Yeah.
I just laughed.
It was funny. Do you do that? I imagine you get caught staring at things.
Yeah, do you go up to people with problems and go, Mummy, is that a monster?
Well, I was telling you one about when I used to go with my dad in the taxi.
Oh, yeah.
What
Tell us
happened?
this story.
Well,
Your father was a taxi driver?
my dad he had loads of jobs, which he did back then, and they don't do that anymore, do they, people? They don't
Have a variety of
loads
jobs?
stuff.
Sure.
But at one point, he had a black cab, and I used to go with him. He used to get a beer crate and put it in the front of the black cab and sort of sit just next to the meter. And anyway, we got this call, and like the guy on the end of the radio said, "Oh, you've got your son with you, haven't you?" So he said, "Yeah." So it's just like, we've got to pick up at number 11 Village Lane or whatever. And I said, all right. And it was this woman. It was like a woman version of the Elephant Man.
Wow, the Elephant Woman.
Yeah, it looked like... it was really strange because I was in the front of the cab, and when you're a kid, if something looks odd, you're a bit scared of it, aren't you? Yeah. And my dad was like, look, be all right. And we're driving towards her.
Look, don't worry, son. I've got loads of buns.
And just to
I'll just throw one down the street if it lets you run after
You're
it.
being mean, right?
I am a little bit.
So how old were you? 18?
No, I was about 12 or something like that. 11, 12. And as we got closer to her, it looked like she was holding like a bag of spuds on her shoulder.
For a snack.
Right.
And her head was all a bit mangled and messy and that. And my dad said, whatever you do, don't stare at her face.
Yeah.
And she got in the back.
Because you turned into stone.
Well, she got in the back, and I had like the mirror, the driver's mirror thing, and sort of having a look, trying to work out. And he said, don't stare at her face. I couldn't work out where her face was. It was that weird.
Oh, God.
So I'm not sure you're from Manchester. I think you're from like Narnia or something.
Yeah, you got frog boys walking around.
The Lord of the Rings.
They've got like the claws of a lobster and the head of a toad. Yeah. And you got women getting in with spuds for heads. I mean, what is this?
This is not the place you grew up. This is mad.
Oh, you can't believe it in London, can you? You come down and go, look, symmetry. It must be amazing.
It must be a thing to do with upbringing now, mustn't it? And because, again, do you know, I've said to you before, years ago, when I was a kid and didn't have any worries, good-looking lad, you go through it a bit, have a few more worries, and you look knackered. Now, back there's a lot more worries and stuff, so you get a lot more freaks. Whereas in London, everyone's like happy, aren't they?
I love the fact that stress can cause your fingers to fuse and your heads to grow.
No, but if
she must have been really stressed to have a head.
Yeah. She was she an accountant or something?
You know what I mean?
But what did she do? What did she say?
Where was she going, by the way?
She couldn't speak.
London Zoo, please.
I think she was going to like
to the fair.
Seriously, honest to God. On my mum's life, she was. Because at the end of the day, that's a good thing with animals. They don't judge you, do they?
She's not an animal.
She's a human being.
She's not actually an elephant.
No, but
you know the elephant man was not actually an elephant. You understand that? He's got no elephant genes in him at all.
No.
That was just a cruel name people gave him.
Yeah.
No, it's the name of the disease, isn't it? Elephantitis.
Look, so listen. So this woman, why was she going to a pet shop?
She was going to a pet shop. What, to find her husband?
Is this true?
No, it is true, yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm not taking the mickey because it must be really bad for you.
Of course it is.
Carl, I need to ask.
I'm going on to you today about cutting myself shaving.
Yeah.
I was going on about that. To think that she's probably not alive now, but to think...
But you're saying that you're going to say this is a worse problem than a little cut shaving, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think you're right.
Carl, there's a couple of key questions I need to ask. One, if she couldn't talk, how did she tell your father where to drive it? Did she have it written on a note?
Did she point with her nose?
Yeah.
Right, this has got silly. Pick your song.
But also, finally, where did you say she lived again?
It was like in a village, a little small village.
Right.
Just hidden out of the way.
All I'm saying is we could maybe get like some sort of coach, book some coaches, get a coach party up there to have a look at her. Take some photos.
And now
you can make some lemonade.
The offspring of a woman and some spuds.
Yeah.